What's going on, people? My name is Alan. Welcome to another In Motion Football live stream. Today, we got Falcons Bucks. We got Week 5 to talk about. The game just started up. We got the Falcons starting with the ball in their throwback uniforms with the red helmets. This is a sensational look. They should just keep this. Like, if you don't want to keep these uniforms exactly, keep the color scheme for sure. I don't know what they're doing. Just abandoning this color scheme. But their first down, okay, they're going quick. They're moving quick. After a 2-yard carry, Cousins drops back. Ooh, they liked something they saw because Kyle Pitts was wide the fuck open after that. Shout out to King in the chat. Big up to you. I'm pulling up this scoreboard here. And we're good to go. We are good to go. So 2nd and 7. Atlanta's getting out to the line of scrimmage pretty quickly. Ooh, I gotta switch this around. Atlanta's getting up to the line of scrimmage pretty quickly. Cousins, back shoulder to Darnell Mooney, who drops the ball. And we got 3rd and 7. So it's an early 3rd down. Couple minutes into the game. They got up the field pretty quickly because they're getting out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage very quickly. Todd Bowles' defense is known for being confusing for quarterbacks, so maybe Cousins wants to get up to the line of scrimmage, leave himself lots of time to read what's going on. Finds Drake London for 8-9 yards on 3rd down. And Atlanta is in the red zone already. Cousins, okay. Nice little play design to get Bijan a look, but it wasn't blocked up at all. He had no space to run. Kind of see where you... Okay. I like finding creative ways to get your best players the ball. So I like the intention there. But when I think about a play like that, Bijan's such a focal point that he's going to get all the attention. So it's almost like that would be a great decoy to build some type of a play action or a screen for somebody else. Damn, Drake London will not go down. What the hell? What the hell? Bucks defenders there did not want to tackle. Yeah, King, I don't know if you noticed, but they weren't quite in a no huddle or in a hurry up, but they were getting to the line of scrimmage quickly with like 20 seconds left on the play clock. They were out there. Looks like they liked what they saw with the Bucks defense a few times on this drive. Getting the ball snapped quickly, but everything that they wanted to do early worked. Absolutely everything. It's a quick 6 points for Atlanta. I saw some records before the game. I think Baker Mayfield is 4-1 on Thursday Night Football. Cousins is, I think it was 2-4. and a few stats like that. But all the stats seem to suggest that the Bucks have a bunch of advantages. But then I saw Atlanta was favorites by 2.5, so I thought that was interesting. But home team on a short week, that's always a good bet. And yeah, Atlanta went down the field with ease. So for those of you who are familiar with how this stuff or how this program goes, on Thursdays we watch the game and we preview the upcoming week whenever there's breaks in the game. So if the game gets dull or if there's commercial breaks, that's when we get to previewing games. First game that's going to happen on Sunday is Jets at Minnesota, but it's not really at Minnesota because it's in London. So we got the second international game of the year, Jets Vikings. Interesting matchup between teams. You got Sam Darnold going up against his old team. Vikings trying to stay undefeated. The Jets trying to bounce back after a bad loss against the Broncos. So there's a few things going on there. I kind of wish that this game wasn't at 9:30 in the morning. I feel like I'd want to watch Jets at Vikings, but it's not going to happen like that. So I don't know. I'll probably sleep through it. But yeah, when it comes to that matchup, I think the Jets offense, the way they played against the Broncos was pretty concerning. They'll definitely want to bounce back, but I think Brian Flores' defense in Minnesota is a horrible defense to need a bounce back game against. I think a part of the Jets' problem offensively is that you really only have to worry about two guys. It's a very viable strategy to say, let's focus on Wilson, let's focus on Breece Hall. And if somebody else beats us, they beat us. You know, we'll tip our what is this expression? We'll tip our caps and just whatever, congratulate them. But yeah, with the Jets, if you put them in that position, those guys outside of Hall and Wilson will not beat you very often. So I imagine a guy like Brian Flores will definitely bring a lot of pressure. In the era of having pretty mobile quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers is probably the most immobile quarterback we have in the league right now. So Flores is known to bring pressure. He's probably going to bring a lot of pressure. He won't have to worry about too many guys on that offense. I think the Vikings defense should have a very good day against the Jets offense. And then when the units are flipped around, Jets defense, I think as a whole this year, outside of week one, they've played pretty well. The Vikings offense obviously has played pretty well. There's the added motivation for Sam Darnold going up against his old team. With how good of a day Minnesota is going to have defensively, I think Minnesota's offense will do enough for sure. So I'm definitely taking the Vikings favorites by 2.5 on a neutral field. But I like Minnesota for sure in that game. And we're back. We're back to the game we're watching now. Buccaneers start with the ball, 1st and 10. The Falcons drive took just over 3 minutes. It was a very quick drive. Tampa starts, I think, they're at their own 37. So they got a really good return. Play action for Baker, max protection, takes a shot about 15 yards down the field to Mike Evans. And just like that, Tampa Bay is across midfield. These games move. This game today is moving really quickly. So we're 3.5 minutes into the game, and both teams have been into the other team's side of the territory. How often do you see that? How often do you see that? Baker Mayfield at the 48, hands it to Rashad White. Gets about 5 yards. So I think statistically, the Bucs rushing attack is one of the worst in the league. I think they looked good against Philadelphia last week. I don't know if playing the rookie Bucky Irving more is going to help, or if that's something that they can rely on to help for the whole of the year. But maybe having him and Rashad White, like 50-50, is going to help the attack as a whole. I don't think Rashad White can carry a rushing attack by himself. Oh, no. Miscommunication between Baker and Mike Evans, but AJ Terrell drops the ball. Yeah, nearly picked. You got to take advantage when things like that happen. I mean, I don't think Baker and Mike Evans are going to be on different pages like this too many more times. Ball hits you in the hands like that, you got to catch it. Justin Simmons was right there looking at him like, God damn, I would have caught that ball for sure. Justin Simmons, he doesn't drop that. Yeah, bro, King, it happens once a stream. It's just like, I just understand. It's like my medicine, you know, like I just have to take my medicine once a stream. Can't do anything about it. But yeah, Mike Evans, 7 yards on 3rd down. I mean, you like to see that in terms of these guys there was a miscommunication that almost cost them the ball. They go right back to Baker goes right back to the same receiver. Next play, just flush that really quickly, get it out of our system, get back on track immediately. Rachaad White tossed to the right. That looks more like the Bucs offensive attack or their rushing attack. Goes for 1 yard. And somebody is down. I can't tell who this is. I don't know if that's an 89 or a 19. But there is somebody down. Damn, let me see if I can see online who that is. Still can't seem to find out who that player was that's down. I don't think it's because Trey Palmer wears 10. Cam Johnson. Cam with a K. I don't know who that is. So hopefully he's good. But I just wanted to see which receiver it was. Apparently, this is the 4th Bucs receiver to get hurt. Their 2 guys are fine, but it seems like their top 2 guys are fine, but everybody after that seems to be getting hurt. But yeah, people, shout out to everybody tapped in. 5 people watching live. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This camera will be unfrozen at some point, and when that point in time comes, we will have another game to talk about. Let me see if I can work my... No, I can't. Damn. Oh, it worked. Hold up. I was able to change the banner with the frozen camera. Okay. Let me see which game is up next on the list. I think Dolphins Patriots. Yeah, Dolphins Patriots is the next one. So I saw the Patriots were favorites by 1. I actually think that the Patriots have no business being favorites. If they're favorites by 1, it's just because of how bad of a job Miami is doing. How bad of a job Miami is doing at having a backup quarterback play. Okay, we'll get back to that game. But 2nd and down, they snapped the ball to Rachaad White. So 2 runs in a row on 1st down and 2nd down gets them 0 yards. They're going to be in 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down here. Looks like a game where both offenses are going to be able to move the ball. So leaving with 3 points is definitely not what you want in a game that looks like it might be a shootout. Baker drops back. It's a tight end screen, and there is space. Cade Otton gets about 15 yards. Really nice play call there because, I mean, I'm judging a screen purely just off how much space there is. So to see this guy catch the ball and basically not get touched until 9 yards down the field, doesn't get touched until the first down marker. That's the right play call against that defense for sure. Baker Mayfield drops back. First down, finds Godwin at the 2-yard line. So it looks like if the Buccaneers can score on this next play, we could see 2 touchdown drives in the first half a quarter. Hate when that happens. But hilariously, somehow, some way, I only missed one play. Gonna get everything set up the way it was before. But yeah, people, shout out to everybody that's still here. What did I just share? The scoreboard? Okay, safe. We're back. Um, but yeah, so that play design on first and goal was awesome. Awesome to scheme up a receiver that wide open. All the action was moving right. I think there was two receivers that ran to the right. Baker was looking right, sold it really, really well. And then just you could tell it was a part of the play design. Just looks right to his left. Mike Evans is running right into the open space, cleared out by everybody running, sprinting to the right. It looked like what Seattle did on the goal line that I hated. It looks like that, but well executed. So that was good to see. Love to see good play design. Nothing brings me more joy than just smart, intelligent play design. But I actually just missed this last play here talking about first and goal. So we got Atlanta at midfield already. So again, in the first 8 minutes of this game, we saw 3 possessions with the team on the other team side of the field. This game's about to be crazy. This game is about to be crazy. Bringing up this this comment here. Yeah, we're getting ridiculous offensive production in this game. Donna Mooney in motion. Hand off to Algier. Lots of space. Gets the first down. Okay, let me see. What's going on, my guy Jared Brown? We're gonna talk about Bills Texans at some point today. We're gonna talk about Bills Texans. That's gonna be a really interesting game. Okay, I wanted to look at something. So this game has had 164 yards. I'm trying to see how many plays there have been. So 164 yards in 17 plays. 164 and 17. So in this game, these teams are averaging 9 yards a play. 9 yards a play so far. And I say that as Atlanta completes a 15-yard pass. So the average just went up. We're feeding families with this game. We're feeding families with this game. This is a game where there's over 10 yards a play of offense. So when people talk about how, fans want to see scoring and their numbers go up whenever there's high scoring teams, I would hope that that's what's happening in this game. I better see the numbers be all the way up. We have a trick play, it looks like. Yep, Mooney throws the ball down the field, but he has to throw it away. I feel like the way he cradled the ball, it didn't look like somebody who wanted to run. It looked like somebody who wanted to throw. But then he kept running all the way to the sideline. So it looks like there was no options. And lo and behold, before he runs out of bounds, just chucks it out of bounds so that there's no yards lost. I can't believe the Commanders are first in the NFC East. But you better believe it, because it might be that way for a good little bit now. It's definitely going to be the case after this week, I think. And the Commanders have a pretty light schedule. They have a realistic shot at going 7-2. So you better get used to it, Jared. Have you guys heard that song that some Commanders fans came up with as like their new Commanders fight song? Because obviously the Commanders have no history, so they don't have any like fight songs in the stadium. But it's like, yeah, it was kind of a banger. It was a good song. They believe in Jaden Daniels, as they should. So they have a new coach and rookie quarterback. Decent shot at being this year's Texans in terms of just how the season goes. I don't think they're nearly as good of a team, top to bottom, because I do think Houston had better defensive personnel and a better offensive line. But oh damn, Vita Vea, drive ender. Vita Vea is so good, man. Vita Vea is so good. This is a bang. Wait, they lined him up over the tackle, and Bijan was the only guy in his way? Well, hold on. Why did Bijan do that? It's almost like he was like chipping him and leaving him for somebody else. In that situation, surely there's nobody between you and the quarterback to leave Vita Vea to. That was weird. But in a game full of offense, we finally see a defensive play. Tampa makes the first defensive play, and then Younghoe Koo misses the field goal. So Atlanta gets no points. Atlanta gets no points. That, in a game like this, might cost them. Whoa, oh my God. Offside on a field goal miss. So they're going to get to try it again. That's a 3-point penalty. 32 Hayes? That guy's in trouble. Did he jump early? Yeah. Well, hold on. I don't know if that's the right number, but that's a 3-point penalty. 4th and 9. Kick from 41. One of the better kickers in the game, Younghoe Koo. This time. He missed it again. He missed it again. It's not a 3-point penalty. Oh, that's rough. He missed it left. He missed it the exact same way, too. He couldn't have done this in Philadelphia? Can't believe that one. Can't believe that one at all. All right, so we were talking about Dolphins Patriots. So I think the Dolphins' biggest problem is that they have a backup quarterback right now playing that's nothing like their starting quarterback, but they're trying to run the same offense. And that's detrimental. That's a really bad idea. It just looks like they have no plan Bs or plan Cs as a team. They have one way of doing things and they just keep trying it. Even if it isn't working, it's like, you know, the saying of plan B is just to do plan A better. It really feels like they buy into that as an organization. It's really bad. Watching, obviously I didn't watch much of the game against Tennessee, but from what I did see, it looks like they were asking Snoop Huntley to play like Tua, and that's not the player he is. If you can't adjust to Snoop Huntley, what is the point of having him on the team? Is my question. So I think Miami's in a spot where their failure to adjust has them in a much worse position than they should be, because I've seen teams with their level of talent have to play with a backup quarterback and figure out even a way to be like a 500 team, but there's no adjusting from their coaching staff. They have the wrong backup quarterback to try to play the way they want to play. And it just looks like a mess right now. So the Patriots are 1-point favorites. With all that being said, I want to say I like the Patriots, and I mean they're just 1-point favorites. I'm trying to. I feel like if the week 1 and week 2 Patriots show up, they win this for sure. But if the week 3 or week 4 Patriots show up, then they lose it. But while we might not know what Patriots team we're getting, I feel like we know for sure what Miami team we're getting. I'll take the Patriots winning this game. But it's really a shame. Miami has no business being this hopeless without their quarterback. They have no business being like this. Okay, again, in a game where there's so much offense being played, literally outside of one play, Tampa gets 10 yards on first down. Am I going up against anybody in fantasy football from this game? Because it's not a good game for something like that. I'm going up against Bijan, and then I'm going up against Drake London and Bucky Irving. Shit. Bucky Irving, as I say that, he just ran for another like 15 yards. No defense is being played in this game, people. No defense whatsoever. It looks like it's a play action to Bucky Irving. Mayfield steps into the pocket, takes a shot. He had a receiver, but he sailed that pass by quite a bit. That was definitely a situation where either my guy gets it or nobody gets it, but that was way too far past the receiver. Oh, is that Sterling Shepard? Yeah, Sterling Shepard's too old to get behind that kind of a pass. Come on, Baker. Liam Cohen, Bucks offensive coordinator, miracle worker. He looks like he may have been the only coach to get good football play out of Will Levis. Obviously, it happening at the college level, it's not nearly the same. But he's the guy who probably got Will Levis drafted. And now he's getting good production out of Baker Mayfield. I think he was with the Rams last year. No, he was with the Rams 2 years ago. They got about 8 yards, 7 yards on 2nd and 10. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin goes in motion. Atlanta's defensive formation looks lopsided to the right side. They dropped a guy into coverage, which makes sense. But it looks like a miscommunication between Godwin and Mayfield there because the route concept was there for the first down, but the ball either was thrown too early or too far behind. I would say too early because Godwin wasn't even looking to catch the ball there. So watch as he runs this route. He lazily throws his hand out as if, okay, I saw the ball coming, or I turned around and I didn't expect to see the ball coming. So shit, I just have to throw my hand out there. Atlanta gets set up really late to block this field goal, but the Bucks kicker does not make the same mistake that Youngway did. Who is that? McLaughlin knocks through the field goal. So Tampa shows Atlanta how to do it. Walks away from their second drive with 3 points. And yeah, 10-7 Tampa Bay so far. Next game to talk about, Panthers, Bears. Bears are 4-point home favorites for this one. Andy Dalton returns to Chicago, but Andy Dalton's played for so many teams that he probably has a revenge game every single season he's in the league. Obviously, we saw Carolina look like an incompetent football team until they made the quarterback change. Then they had the big win against Vegas, and then they followed it up with a loss to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not a team people think too highly of at this point. Carolina was in the game. I think an Andy Dalton interception kind of halted their momentum at some point. We're getting right back into this game. Okay, so we will revisit Panthers and Bears. What are they showing here? 2023. We're looking at Kirk Cousins' ankle film, or what are they trying to show here? Oh, how his Achilles is turning not the same way. I wonder what the point was. I don't have the audio, so I don't know what they were trying to explain. Obviously, his form looks different, but the placement on the throws looks fine. I guess he tweaked his fundamentals. Cousins. That was dangerous because I think it ended up being a backwards pass. Fortunately, it was on target, so Bijan caught it. Four yards on first down. First quarter is not over. I'm gonna check the yardage again after the first quarter. I'm pretty sure we're far over 200 yards. Hand off to Bijan to the right. A lot of Buccaneers defenders in the way. I think he's gonna tough out about a yard, but the Falcons will have third down. I think they're gonna have to get this playoff before the end of the first quarter. So I'm gonna hold off. Actually, they're gonna hurry up and get this playoff before the quarter ends for sure. Cousins looks left, finds Mooney, and now I'm sure they're gonna run the clock out. Total yards. Oh yeah. We are for about 223 total yards in this game. So far this game is on pace for 900-ish, just under 900 yards of offense. Oh, I wonder what the record is. Let me see what the record is. NFL record for total yards in a game. Well, the NFL record is 735. Wait, no, all-purpose yards in a game. NFL record offensive yards in a game, both teams. Miami versus Denver last year. Wait. So the Dolphins, remember when the game where the Dolphins scored 70 points on the Broncos? That game set the record for most total offensive yards in a game. Obviously, most of it was done by Miami, though. Wait, this is by one team? Most all-purpose. I'm not talking about all-purpose. Well, actually, they're not counting special teams. Wait, this is just one team? Miami had 720 by themselves? Okay, yeah, we're probably talking about in the thousands then, the record as a whole. Most combined yards by both teams, 1,289. Okay, we're not even close to on pace. A lot of these games are really old, though. What about a game in recent history? Okay, there's a Houston Jacksonville game from 2012 that had 1,200 yards. Okay, so somehow, some way, the pace isn't that crazy. Somehow, some way. Wait, they have, what's her name? Red Panda? Red Panda is at the Falcons game? Man, we have 220 yards of offense and Red Panda. What a time. Cousins drops back, rolls left, throws it away to not get killed. We'll live to see another down for 2nd and 10. He's complaining about a roughing the passer here. Not going to get the flag. Matthew Judon seemingly saw the replay in the stadium. He looks shocked. Cousins. 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers and Pitts out wide. Cousins. So it looks like they're going to get a defenseless receiver call here. Jake London took a shot to the head. I thought this was a really weird pass because if you think about the placement of the defenders and where the receiver was, that ball had to be rifled in there because I don't think you could give the defenders time to adjust to the fact that a ball was being thrown in that area, because you loop the ball in there, the defenders will close in on it. Now, it happened. They just so happened to get a 15-yard penalty on London, but this was always like, oh, damn. That's tough. That looks like it hurts. But okay, forget the what's it called? The penalty for a second. London caught the ball and the defender just easily smacked it out of his hands. That, from a timing standpoint, was never going to work. So I don't know why Cousins threw the ball like that, but they got bailed out there with this penalty. And it looks like they missed a roughing the passer on the play before. So I guess that evens out there. Or not evens out, but they got their yards one way or another. Now, maybe there's going to be a holding call here to give some of the yards back. But yeah, that pass from Cousins was a weird one. So we're starting to, after the initial scripted plays from both teams to start the game happened, a lot of high-flying offense, but maybe some sloppiness is starting to settle in. Holding from Atlanta is going to put them in 1st and 20. This is a center, Nuzul. He must be playing in somebody's place because I don't recognize that name at all. And I think Atlanta's whole offensive line is made up of first-round picks. Looks like they could have called a couple guys with holding there. Okay, 5 wide on 1st and 20. Wide receiver screen for Ray McLeod. McLeod has blockers set up, picks up the 10 yards that they just lost. Wide receiver is wearing 34, man. Utter woke nonsense. Still takes some adjusting. So they got all the yards back. Kadero Hodge. I did not know he was still in the league. Ray McLeod is in his 7th year and still doesn't have 1,000 yards, but he's still sticking around. That's an interesting kind of career to have. You're doing something for teams to keep you around, but you just haven't really quite got your chance yet. Oh, number 12, Kadero Hodge, just on the play that I called his name out. It looks like the offensive coordinator remembered he's in the league just like I did. Gets about 15 yards on 1st down. So I think after the holding penalty, I may have spoke too soon about some offensive sloppiness in this game because Atlanta got the 20 yards on 1st and 20 easily. I mean, like on 1st and 2nd down. I think they've got like 27 yards in 2 plays since that penalty. So where are they? Are they at the 11 or the 21? I couldn't quite see. I think they're at the 21. Yeah, so the Falcons are at the edge of the red zone. Bijan is going to cut it all the way back. What a tackle. Oh, no, there's a flag on the play. What is this going to be? It's probably going to be out in Atlanta. So the tackle looked like a bigger deal when it happened because I couldn't see the other defenders because they weren't in the shot. But somebody was going to tackle him regardless. That being said, hell of a tackle by that linebacker or defensive lineman, whoever that was. Again, more Buccaneers players that I'm learning about. More Buccaneers players. Holding on Atlanta. Okay, what I want to see here is, was the holding generated by Bijan cutting back? Like, did him cutting, the screen is designed to the right side of the field. He cut all the way back to the left. Did somebody end up being like, oh shit, I have to block somebody now based off that? Kind of. It looks like Kyle Pitts was kind of off guard, kind of caught off guard there. Well, 1st and 20 again. We'll see if Atlanta can deal with it as well as they did before. Has Cousins thrown an incompletion aside from the throwaway? Cousins has 2 incompletions, and one was a blatant throwaway. Quick out to Darnell Mooney for about 6 yards on 1st down. These offenses are rolling. But yeah, in a game like this where the offenses are moving the ball with ease, neither defense seems to be able to make a stop. We'll see if those missed 3 points by Atlanta are a big deal. They missed back-to-back field goals. How often do you see that? When a good kicker misses a kick, gets a shot at it again from 5 yards shorter, and then misses it the exact same way. Levante David still making plays at this big age. This is a 35-year-old linebacker that's been good since he's been like 22, and he's still playing well. Man coverage against a 25-year-old Kyle Pitts and locking him down. That is lockdown coverage there from the old man. Cousins looks to the end zone and finds Darnell Mooney. So Darnell Mooney finds his way in front of like 3 defenders. So when you see the ball get thrown, it looks like Cousins throws it into triple coverage, but Mooney was right there. King, this is real. What the hell is this game? So much offense. I'm going to do another quick check-in on the yardage, people. The yardage versus the plays. So this game, as of now, has... Let me see if this factors in. Okay. This game has 259 yards of offense in 31. Wait, this can't be right. 16. No, it is right. 15, 31 plus 43. So 43 plays and 260 yards. That average isn't quite 10 yards a play, but it's still pretty crazy. I think you're still talking about a roughly 6 yards a play if that's what you're dealing with. No, more. Just under like 6.5 yards a play is what this game is averaging. So yeah, been a crazy game. Thank God I'm happy I picked this game to do a live stream for, because this one looks amazing. Back to Panthers and Bears though, because again, for the people who are familiar with how this goes, on Thursdays we watch the game, and then when there's breaks in the game, we talk about the football. Panthers Bears. Where was it? Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, Panthers again kind of came back down to earth after the big game against Vegas. The Bears played a very banged up Rams team and just squeaked by them. So I think that it should be a close Bears win. I almost am tempted to say, like, if this was Bears by 2, I would take the Bears without a thought. I almost feel like I want to take the Panthers for the points here. Like, I think the Bears are probably going to win like a 3-point game. But yeah, I think the Bears figured something out on the ground last week. They weren't able to run the ball at all in the first 3 weeks. They kind of figured something out last week. They should get some momentum. I think, actually, you know what? No. Yeah, Bears. I'm taking the Bears with the points. Because I just realized that Carolina lost, they lost Shaq Thompson, and they had already lost Derek Brown. So they're really missing defensive pieces. What did they say about Drake London? Is he coming back? But yeah, I'm definitely taking the Bears. Who is this kick returner? This kick returner is going crazy today. Oh my God. Sean Tucker. I know that guy. Running back. Undrafted. I think from Syracuse. I think he ran one of the earlier kick he ran out was to the 37. This one he runs it out past midfield. This guy's contributing to the yardage. King, we picked a great game to watch today. I'm so happy I did this. I almost didn't. You know what's funny? Peter talked me into doing a live stream for this game on Tuesday, and he isn't even here, which is hilarious. But I don't mind doing this myself at all because lots of offense, lots of fireworks. All the way out to the other team's 45. Baker Mayfield, play action, drag route from Cade Otton is going to pick up about 25 yards. Because even though it could have been probably 15, no Falcons seemed interested in tackling him. A bunch of Falcons made business decisions there. Whoa. Oh. They made it seem like Otton motioned under center, but he's actually just as the lineup as a fullback. Actually does a decent job of getting a block or blocking somebody there. It's just Rashad White had nowhere to run there. So the Bucks run offense with when Rashad White gets the ball seems to look like the league worst statistically that it was before last week. But when Bucky Irving, I think Bucky Irving has maybe 2 carries for like 23 yards, I want to say. That's what it feels like. Actually, no, he has 1 for 16. Rashad White 4 for 5. That seems about right. Second and 11. Falcons with a bare front defensively. Baker Mayfield finds a wide open Chris Evans. Chris Evans? What the hell? I just mixed the 2 receivers up. Mike Evans. And we have more points. This game is going to be amazing. Just fireworks. Oh, you know what's hilarious as well? Think about this. It's 2 defensive head coaches. Todd Bowles is a defensive guy. Raheem Morris, also a defensive guy. The 2 defensive coaches showed up to a shootout. I don't know if they're going to be upset or what, but this is not how this game was supposed to look. We went ban for ban in this game. Actually, Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins going ban for ban. They gotta put the clips together of Kirk Cousins hitting the gritty and Baker Mayfield hitting the folks. They gotta put the clips together and just the song band for band. And Mike Evans threw it to a Bucks fan who caught it in a Mike Evans jersey. Oh man, everything. See, even the fan caught the ball. Now in the game, all the receivers are catching the ball anyways. The ball gets thrown, a receiver is catching it. Then even after the touchdown there, Mike Evans throws it to a Bucks fan. Even the Bucks fan catches it. There's no incompletions in this game. Players, fans, none. No incompletions. So there are 21 completions in this game and 6 incompletions. The quarterbacks are mucho efficient. Um, 17-14. Okay, let's look for another game. Let's get into another game. Oh, Colts and Jaguars. So, Colts and Jaguars, I wanted to pick the Colts. What I heard is that the Colts have won like one of the last 6 times they've been to Jacksonville. So it is a thing. The Colts just struggle in Jacksonville. So maybe that's why the Jags are favorites by 3, because I couldn't understand why. But I think if this is on a neutral field or if it's an Indy, I'm taking the Colts regardless of which quarterback is playing. But maybe because there's a thing about Indy going to Jacksonville, I can understand it. But I think Jacksonville has no fourth quarter points yet in the year, which is horrible. Especially we are 0-4, so you're always down in the fourth quarter, and you're not even able to get one single point. So that's horrible. It just seems like bigger than the issues with the team. The organization is a mess because I don't know if you guys saw the clips, but you got the owner before the year saying that this is the best Jaguars team ever. And then they asked Doug Peterson about the play calling this week, and he said that the play calling is fine. The players are just executing. There seems like there's a lot of discord and a lot of disagreements about things. Whose fault is it? I just think that this situation is supposed to just like combust and just blow up into flames this year. So I don't like the Jags in this game at all. The only thing, again, they have going for them is that they just seem to beat up on the Colts whenever the Colts go to Jacksonville. Like that seems to be a constant. But besides that, I have no clue. I have no clue what the Jags have going for them. Okay, the next game is queued up would be Bills Texans. But I don't want to do that until Jared Brown is back. So we're gonna wait for Jared to come back, and then we're gonna talk about his Texans. But yeah, we're going band for band. The offense is toss left to Bijan. The Bucks defense is swarming, and Levante David chucks him the hell out off the field, and his helmet flies off. Levante David making plays. I think the camera has panned to the Bucks fans that got the pass thrown to them like twice now. Like I see Al Michaels is, or I guess the Bucks or the Thursday Night Football crew is a fan of those fans as well, because it wasn't the easiest catch. Big up, Joel. Is it not nice to have a weekend where the Eagles can't piss you off? Is it not nice? I'm pretty thrilled. Me personally. Also, what do you think about the Slay and CJ GJ stuff? Bijan? Damn, Bijan. Hard to take down. That guy's not making it easy. Cousins looks left, comes back to the right, throws to Pitts. So much offense in this game. Joel says Slay has to go. I feel like if it caused a real issue, definitely. He's been unimpressive since 2023 when he let Kenny Golladay score his first Giants TD. Oh, damn. Is that a fumble? I think it's a throwaway. I also think Atlanta may have got back on the ball. What are they calling this? There's also a flag. It's an incompletion? Oh, so the Slay situation is So CJ, GJ, and Micah Parsons have been having some words, and then Slay went on Michael Parsons' podcast, and Michael Parsons just was kind of making fun of CJ, GJ for getting burnt for a touchdown against the Bucks. And while he was saying that, Slay was kind of laughing with him. Okay, intentional grounding for Cousins. So then, like, the thing is everybody's acting like this is a non-issue in terms of I don't think I've seen CJ GJ do or say anything other than that one post that just said damn, which was pretty ambiguous. So maybe that could have been something else. But like nobody's talked about it. I think it's probably good that there's the bye week. So maybe they could figure it out behind closed doors or whatever. But yeah, a lot of Eagles fans want Slay off the team for that because you're the team captain. You're on a Michael Parsons podcast, laughing along with him as he makes fun of an Eagles player. Kind of a bad look for some Eagles fans. Me personally, I think that it's entirely about the team at that point. So if that caused a rift amongst players, or if the players don't like it, then it's a problem, and you got to let them go. If nobody has issues with it, then you roll with it. So the thing is like when you say he's been unimpressive since 2023 when he let Kenny Galladay score his first TD, he's declined for sure. Like he's not peak Slay. Slay was really good. The Super Bowl year. The Super Bowl year was his final like peak season. He's not the same player. But what I would say though is that Slay is still are like it's not like we have three corners better than him. So getting rid of him would ultimately cost us on the football field. That's why if you're going to get rid of him, it has to benefit you in the locker room. Like there has to be an upside to the on the field downside, cuz I don't know if we have three better corners than him. He's on the field for a reason. So yeah, I think he's not on the team next year, I don't think, because we could probably use the cap savings. And I think by the end of the year, Quignon and Cooper will both be very good corners. So, yeah. But I just think it was so unnecessary. Like, you don't have to. I have so many issues. It was just so unnecessary. One, you want to go on Michael Parsons. Like, I personally don't mind. I see nothing wrong with him going on Michael Parsons' podcast. I don't care about that at all. But it's like you didn't even have any banter. Like when he's making fun of your teammate, you could just reply with some banter, and I think that's all fine and whatever. And then it's just the fact that even afterwards, like when he saw that people were upset about it, I don't think he even understood what people were upset was about. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. See, I don't know. Slay's, it just like these kind of things feel less and less worth it with him. But we're just not in a position to get rid of him right now, I don't think. We're at another break. So I wanted to Bills Texans. I'm gonna skip. I felt like Slay in our secondary used to have a chip on his shoulder during that 2023 season. Wanted to prove people wrong. Okay. Give me a second. Call on the field stands. What the hell are they reviewing? Wait, bro. I don't have the audio on. What were they challenging? That was an incompletion. Like they're saying that was a fumble. If that's what they challenged, that's the dumbest challenge ever. Pass left to Bijan. Bijan gets about 10 yards. Okay. My honest opinion about something like this is I think. Oh, this is crazy. That's crazy. Oh, he was 0 for 2 then. He was 0 for 2 on one challenge. Honestly, if you challenge one play, but you get two things wrong, you should lose both your challenges. Hot take. Hot take. As far as having a chip on their shoulder, I just think that like how do I say? I think that they were having more fun playing football when the defense as a whole was good. I think at some point the defense kind of just started to suck, and people are having less fun playing football. I think that's what it is. By the way, what did they say about Drake London on the broadcast? Is he going to be there? Like, is he going to be back, or is he just gone? 3rd and 14. Falcons trying to keep up in a shootout. Cousins drops back, checks down to Algier. We got a check down on 3rd and 14 in a game where your kicker missed 2 kicks from way shorter than this. They're going to trot out Young Wei Koo from like 53 when he missed from, 46 and 41, back-to-back kicks. A lot of faith in their guy here. A make here would tie the game up. This kick is from 54. There's about 6 minutes left on the clock. Who started with the ball? Oh, Atlanta started with the ball. So if you're Tampa, you get the ball here. The pace of this game has not dictated this kind of a drive, but if you can run the whole clock out, he missed left for those 2 kicks. He barely made it between inside the left upright here. He's just kicking everything left today. Yeah, it was hooking left too. It just wasn't hooking as dramatically. But yeah, again, Tampa has not really shown that they can have that kind of a drive. But if you could run most of this clock, score, get the ball to start the second half, that's a serious way to really swing this game. Obviously, in this game, Atlanta's left 3 points on the board. Hold on. Do they just let random people do this thing now in the Atlanta Stadium? Because I've seen the mascot doing it. I've seen Ludacris do it. Now we got random sideline reporters doing it. That's crazy. What is the Bucks long? Well, what is the longest drive in this game been? Period. 4 minutes 18 seconds. No, 4 minutes 24 seconds has been the longest drive in this game. So yeah, a 6-minute drive really hasn't been what this game is ordered, but again, Tampa would greatly benefit from it. Oh yeah, they're showing highlights. This game was one of the funniest games because everybody remembers the Baker Mayfield comeback at the end, but the punt from the Raiders punter was hilarious. It was such a good punt, and the whole team was celebrating. I think one of the gunners on the punt was celebrating as the ball was live because his man was gonna, oh shit, Bucky Irving. So it's weird because Rachaad White shows up and gets like 1 yard of carry. Then this guy shows up and gets 10 yards of carry. Is he watching Mike Tyson videos? That's the most stereotypical quarterback football thing ever. Sitting in your locker, watching Mike Tyson videos before a game. Hand off to Rachaad White. So he's not going to be averaging 1 yard a carry anymore after this. That's not happening. But Rachaad White, funny thing about that run is, I'm going to watch this replay. He outrun his blocker. He had Chris Godwin, who could have blocked that last guy, but he just decided, the guy who's not going to win a foot race against many people, decided, I'm going to try to outrun this Falcon, and the only person he outran was his blocker. Is there anybody else that has a chance? Yeah, if he does the Alvin Kamara and just slows down, I think Chris Godwin finishes that block and he might score. So he gets 56 yards after averaging a yard a carry. And then Bucky Irving gets about 10 yards on a screen. Yeah, so I was talking about the Bucks maybe having like a 6-minute drive. Throw that out the window. 2-minute drive is about to happen. First and goal. Last time they were in first and goal, they had a great play drawn up. Hands it off to Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving is stood up at the 2-yard line by Jesse Bates and a linebacker. But yeah, second and goal coming up. The offense is, I think Tampa's offense they've only run one play inside the 5 before this first down, and it was the touchdown to Mike Evans. So I don't necessarily think that they ran on the last down. Because with their running backs, I don't think that they're a run it up the middle at the goal line kind of a team. But you know what? They're gonna try it. So both these last 2 runs, Bucky Irving, he got the handoff, got ahead of steam, and then as soon as he ran into a defender, he got stood up. Like there's gonna be no running through defenders with a guy like Bucky Irving. So second and goal. Again, a team like Tampa, they do not have a physical runner here for this type of a situation. Obviously, they don't have a quarterback that's particularly imposing as a runner in this situation either. They don't have a Cam Newton, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts kind of a runner. The Falcons bring the heat. They blitz. They check it down to Rachaad White, who gets chopped down by the slot corner, rookie Phillips. Here's the thing, King. So I was kind of talking out loud and just thinking out loud. But when I asked her how many plays they've run inside the 5, I was asking because I was trying to get a feel for what kind of team they are inside the 5. They have no physical running backs. They don't have a running quarterback. Mike Evans jump balls would be the obvious thing to go to, but again, I think it might be a little bit too obvious. I actually don't know what a smart way of approaching scoring from here would be for a team like the Bucs, but you may as well throw to Mike Evans because both their running backs, one guy, so Rachaad White, the guy who's not necessarily that small, is not an explosive athlete. He's not going to make anybody miss. Then you look at a guy like Bucky Irving, he is the explosive athlete that's going to make somebody miss, but it's because he's tiny. So both running backs have a distinct shortcoming, and you saw them both here. You saw Bucky Irving eventually run into a defender and get stood up immediately at that spot. And you saw Rachaad White in open space, not able to make a person miss. So you saw both their issues. But King, what's your parlay? Let us know. What did you bet? What did you put money on? Bucks +7 with Irving. Hold on. Bucks +7. I think you're comfortable for that one. Irving with 100 yards. I don't think he's gonna get enough carries. He's getting enough. Like his yards per carry is nice, but he's just not getting enough carries. The 2 touchdowns. Does it have to be rushing touchdowns or is it any touchdowns? Because this is the thing, he's not a red zone back. So like if he's gonna score, I'm thinking he has to score from outside the 10. Like that's just that bet is set up kind of. That's a tough okay. I mean, hopefully they should run him out to the flat and throw the ball to him. That makes the most sense to me. Oh, okay, hold on. How? What are the separate bets then? Let us know. But yeah, third and goal for the Bucks here. 2 minute warning. Mike Evans is on the field, split out to the left. That maybe is your best option in the red zone. Baker Mayfield rolls right, finds who is that? Sterling Shepard finds the old man in the back of the end zone. Both of Baker's touchdowns in the red zone were rolling to the right. Uh, they got they got Mike Evans wide open earlier. Sterling Shepard honestly wasn't particularly open. That was just a great throw and a good catch by Shepard. But yeah, how old is Sterling Shepard now? Like 34? Oh, he's only 31. Hmm. Okay, let's see this play design. So he honestly only had three receivers out running routes, and one of them was on the backside of the field. There was only two people Baker could throw to. Neither of them were that open. He just decided I pick Sterling Shepard and I'm gonna throw the best route I could or the best pass I could possibly throw. And he fit it right in there. It's a tight window throw by Mayfield. And the Buccaneers get 7 more points. If you're going up against Baker Mayfield in fantasy, I'm sorry. How many drives have the Bucks had? One, two, three, four. So the Bucks have scored on every single drive. 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal. And then the Falcons have what is this? 2020. And the Falcons have scored on every drive except for the missed field goal from Koo. So no punts in this game. No punts whatsoever. First game with 3 touchdown passes in the first half since 2020. We're gonna do a recap on the plays so far in this game. So 31, 46, 61, 62 plays so far in the game, and 450 yards. So what is that? That is again over 6 yards a play, 6.5 yards a play. This game is almost at halftime, and there's an average of 6.5 yards per play. Drake London is back. Oh, okay, you got your Bucks money back. I think that's safe. Irving in the stats, that one's looking tough. But you're gonna. It looks like you're gonna even out. No money lost. Yeah, Drake London running hard after the injury scare. Oh, 131 to go. Falcons. Operating with 3 timeouts. from their own 41. The Buccaneers start the second half with the ball. So getting points here is imperative for Atlanta. 7 points. I wouldn't say 7 points is necessary, but 3 points for sure. Hey, big up Leon. The Patriots are favorites this week. And I understand why because of how bad the Dolphins quarterback situation is, but you guys think you guys get the W. Bijan makes a guy miss, gets out of bounds. Yeah, do you guys think you guys get the win? First and 10 for Atlanta at the 47. Kirk Cousins takes the layup to the right to Ray McLeod. So Atlanta with 3 timeouts has yet to use one. I think they're letting the clock run quite a bit at this point. But they get 6-7 easy yards to London again. It'll be a nasty game, but I hope so for morale purposes. Who did the Patriots play last week? I'm blanking on what happened last week. Oh yeah, they played San Fran. That's a tough game. I don't know. I feel like the way the Patriots defense was playing in the first 2 weeks, they should give Miami nothing. But if I can't blame them for not turning in a great game against San Fran. Oh no. A lot of things could have happened there. It could have been a completion or an interception. But yeah, I think Miami's offense should get nothing in that game. It's just a matter of what can the Patriots offense do. Also, David Andrews is out for the year. So we're definitely not seeing Drake May this year. So can Jacoby Brissett and those weapons? Also, I heard Ramondre was going to get benched for fumbling. So then if they start Antonio Gibson, oh my God, that's going to be a 9-6 game. Scratch that. 6-3. That game is going to finish 6-3. My goodness. Oh, Kirk Cousins. Oh no. So he looked his right and then looked left. But he looked left as if nothing was going to happen from the right that he was looking at before. And little did he know, a pass rusher was right there. So it feels like with Atlanta, with Tampa, they've stopped Atlanta from scoring touchdowns twice, and both the times that they've done that, it's come off the back of a big sack, basically, right? It was a big sack that took Atlanta out, or it was a sack on third down from Vita Vea that forced the first field goal, and then there was the intentional grounding, which is basically a sack. It was because a sack was about to happen, that forced the second field goal. And then there's a big sack here that may force a third field goal. But yeah, so Tampa Bay's defense is actually getting shredded. They just happen to come up with a big play when they need it. Kirk Cousins looks to get 15 yards to Mooney on a comeback route, but they just can't get on the same page. So Atlanta has to kick another long field goal off the back of a big defensive play. But yeah, Koo is 1 for 3 today on field goals, even though one of them got wiped out because of a flag. If Atlanta goes into halftime down 7, the way the Bucs offense has been rolling, I'm very discouraged for Atlanta. And a Tampa win here would be big for the playoff landscaping. I think that puts them as strong favorites in their division. Wait, they're punting? No way they're punting. They're punting? What? What type of nonsense is this? Oh my God. Raheem Morris deserves to get fired right now. If you have that little courage, Wow, let me see if Twitter thinks this is as ridiculous of a decision as I do. Where did they punt from? How it couldn't have been that long of a kick. Chat, talk to me. That was a 57-yard kick. That's a 57-yard kick in this NFL. He just made the winning kick from 58 last week. You just trusted him to kick from 54. Just 3 minutes ago. What was that? You're just what was the upside there? Were they scared he was going to miss? So here's the thing. Is he hurt? If the kicker is hurt, that's a different story. If there's an undisclosed injury, whatever. Like, it's different. Let me see if Twitter is as outraged as me right now. I can't find it. Or I can't find any feedback on that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, chat, because I thought that was ridiculous. Actually, the whole Twitter timeline is watching the New York Mets. Shout out to everybody watching baseball right now. When Peter comes back, we'll get a baseball update, see what's going on in the world of the MLB. What's going on with the Mets? New York Mets. Oh, they just hit a 3-run homer, down 2 in the 9th inning. But yeah, no, I agree, Joel. I agree. That's utter woke nonsense right there from Raheem Morris. These are the kind of things that make me cheer against you. I liked Antonio Pierce until he did what he did with the offensive coordinator and the quarterback position, the quarterback spots in the offseason. That made me root against him because I cheer against certain type of bad decision making. That punt was ridiculous. I hope Tampa scores a touchdown, first drive of the second half, go up 14 points, and I hope it gets ugly for Atlanta now. The Astros got swept. They can hold that. But yeah. How many games do we have to get into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we'll just rip through a few. I want to save Bills Texans for when Jared's back. Ravens Bengals, I'll save for when Peter's here. Browns Commanders. How the Commanders are only 3-point favorites is crazy because the Browns defense hasn't lived up to the hype this year, I don't think. And their quarterback situation looks absolutely terrible. They are a mess, and I don't know why the Commanders are only favorites by 3. Nick Chubb isn't coming back. Like, Nick Chubb isn't walking through that door, so I don't know why this spread is so. Maybe this is just them assuming the Commanders are going to come back down to earth. And I do think that the Commanders are going to come back down to earth. It's just not going to be this week. So I got them over the Browns. Raiders, Broncos. So I got the Broncos here. I think the Raiders are kind of a mess. There's all the drama over Devontae Adams. I think what the Broncos have shown is that actually their defense is pretty competent because they had a much better game defensively than the Patriots against the Jets. They had a much better game against the Bucks than some of the other defenses in the league have had. So I actually think that the Broncos defense deserves some respect. And the Raiders, again, just there's a whole lot of issues going on with the Raiders. So I think the Broncos at home, only 2.5. I'll definitely take the Broncos with this one. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Broncos. Cardinals, Niners. Cardinals, dumpster fire last week against the Commanders. Lost by like 28 at home. The Niners got back on track against the Patriots. The Niners are gradually getting more and more healthy. So I think Niners over Cardinals for sure. I'll definitely take them, even though they're 7.5-point favorites. Giants and Seahawks. So this is another one where I'm not sure why this spread is so close. So Seahawks as a whole, when it comes to actually rating them as a contender, I don't really rate them highly because it doesn't seem like they can run the ball well. And frankly, their defense just got torched last week. And yes, Detroit is capable of doing that, but they got torched differently, I feel. But when it comes to going up against bad teams, I really like their weapons and their play caller. So I think that they're going to be able to just outgun bad teams to where I'm not really scared of I'm not scared of Seattle and what their shortcomings against bad teams. I think that they're going to show up quite a bit against good teams. So definitely taking Seahawks over Giants. That being said, though, I don't expect this to be a blowout or anything because I don't think the Giants are the team to get blown out anymore. You saw it against Dallas. They were historically getting blown out against Dallas last few years. They were kind of competent against Dallas this year. And then I think who else did they play? They got beat up on by Minnesota in week 1, but Minnesota looks pretty good. Other than week 1, the Giants have kind of been in every game that they've played. So I got Seattle winning this for sure, but I don't think it'll be like a 20-point game or anything. Packers and Rams. So in this game, we got Jordan Love's second game off injury, so he should be better than he was last week. He was able to get in the swing of things second half of the game. First half, obviously, he had the 3 picks. But he almost led the comeback. The Rams are still not healthy. So I got the Packers going into LA, ideal conditions. Their offense probably does quite a bit of damage against LA. And yeah, so I think Packers road favorites by 3. I'm taking that. Cowboys, Steelers. So I think the Cowboys are in a really tough spot because of their injuries. They're going to miss Brandon Cooks, and they're going to miss both their starting edge rushers, DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. So against a team like Pittsburgh, I think offensively for Pittsburgh, if they can get the running game going, they can then base everything else off of that and function well offensively. I think Pittsburgh in games where they can't get the running game going, they're probably going to look bad offensively. But when you look at Dallas, their weakness is stopping the run as is because they're a little bit light up front. And then you add the fact that their 2 edge setters, their defensive ends, are not going to play. I'm just assuming that Pittsburgh's going to be able to run the ball. So that's why I said the Cowboys are in a rough spot because of injuries, because you missing 2 starters on the defensive line with the kind of team that you are and against the kind of team Pittsburgh is. I just think Pittsburgh's going to be able to run the ball and build everything else that they do offensively off of that. And yeah, I think Pittsburgh offensively will do well. And then on the other side of the ball, I think Pittsburgh's defense is pretty good. The Cowboys are obviously missing one of their receivers. Not that I think Brandon Cooks is all that great at this point, but yeah, primetime game in Pittsburgh at home. I think Pittsburgh's defense should have a good game. I just think that I'll put it this way. If Pittsburgh doesn't win this game, it's a concerning for them. Because I think about Dallas in this game, I think they're in a really tough spot because of injuries. If they don't do well, I won't be surprised. It makes sense. But if Pittsburgh doesn't win this game by 7 points or more, I'm concerned for them because this should be the game. Seems like the stars seem to be aligning for them to have a really good game. So something about that team is fraudulent if they don't do it. That's my take on this game. And then the final game, Saints and Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City. I think the Saints, so they came back crashing down back to earth against Philadelphia. And then why am I forgetting what they did? I just remember knowing more of the same happened. What did they do last week? Why am I blanking out? Oh, yeah, they lost to the Falcons with the young Wei Koo field goal at the end. Yeah, so they kind of had another okay game. They go into Kansas City, who themselves are consistently winning. They're 4-0, but Kansas City also keeps having okay games. Kansas City without a bunch of weapons, defensive head coach, a defensive unit that has had some good games. I don't think the Saints defense has looked particularly good these last 2 weeks. Okay, but here's the thing, King. the Chiefs, who are the Chiefs' offensive weapons at this point, though? It's Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, Travis Kelce, and that's it. I actually don't know if the Chiefs have the weapons to put belt to ass. And as is, I don't think the Chiefs have been playing well enough as a whole to put belt to ass for anybody. Because they barely beat the Ravens. They barely beat they beat the Chargers by 7. But let me see. What are the other games that I might be missing? Yeah, they beat the Falcons by 5 and the Bengals by 1. So they've won every game by 1 score. I actually think that that's probably going to be more of the same. I think they beat the Saints by I got them beating the Saints by 6. I got that kind of a game. Is this Matt Ryan? Yeah, this is Matt Ryan. They're honoring him or some shit. So that's the thing, right? If you're talking to, I wouldn't say casuals, but if you're talking to regular football coverage, you won't quite hear the truth. But if you hear everybody who actually watches tape and actually breaks down ball, they'll all tell you that the Chiefs are not looking good so far. They're just winning games. And Mahomes himself has said that I'm not playing well. Kelce himself has said I'm not playing well. So yeah, the real people that really know this game all kind of say the same thing about the Chiefs, which is they have a lot of improvement to do. I swear he looks different. It has to be plastic surgery. Yeah, I mean, I think what I would say is that Matt Ryan is such a boring regular guy. I don't think I've ever looked at him too closely. But now that he's on this Ring of Honor thing and I'm looking at him, I'm like, yeah, he must have got something done. Is he doing anything post career? Like a lot of these guys go on TV or whatever. Is he doing anything like that? But yeah, we have 2 games left to preview. I'm just gonna save the Texans game for when Jared's back in the chat. I think he's an analyst. Oh, if he's on TV, he probably got some work done. I swear I saw him on CBS. Probably, man. Probably. You know what it is? I don't watch that much TV coverage, so I'm not up on game. But yeah, makes sense. If he's on TV, he probably got something done. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now. But yeah, I'm saving these 2 games. Ravens for when Peter's here, and then the Texans for when Jared Brown's in the chat. But both Bills Texans I'm looking forward to because that's just a hell of a matchup. Ravens Bengals I'm looking forward to because I think the right ass whooping would break the Bengals for this year. If they get knocked to 1-4 and they really just get beat up on by Baltimore, I think with where that locker room is at, yeah, it could get kind of ugly. Yeah, I don't get what the vision is for the Bengals management to just have 2 receivers that feel like they should have been paid by now, just not paying them and having them unhappy the whole time. I don't know what the point of that is, but they're trying to see what it's like to play football with 2 unhappy receivers. But yeah, so King, are you excited for the Steelers Cowboys game? Because honestly, like I'm excited for you. Going to watch your team play football in prime time is always a lot of fun. So because you're a local guy, do you have any of like your own things that you do before? Like, do you have like a place you go to eat? Like, is there like a routine you have going to games, or is it just random? Like, you just there's no routine or anything. You kind of just do whatever you feel that day. Depending on how the rest of the season goes, it'll get disastrous for QBs wanting a bag. Like, what are you trying to get at there? That like the most recent quarterbacks to get paid have all been underperforming, so that might kind of sway things in the market, or the offenses are playing so poorly that like what is your angle? Because I like where you're heading with this. I just think that there's multiple angles for what you said. So tailgating must be fun. I actually haven't got to tailgate yet because the commitment to getting there early enough to tailgate is just something I don't have in me. I don't have it. Because if you're traveling to another city, like that's kind of you're spending enough time doing that, then getting up at 6 in the morning to get to a parking lot, that just doesn't sound fun. I'd rather sleep in. But again, if there wasn't any travel involved with me going to a football game, then waking up early to tailgate wouldn't be that bad of a thing. Yo, this Bucks best kick returning unit ever with the new kickoff. They're steadily getting the ball to 35 with the ease. I think it's all the most paid quarterbacks in history all sucking ass. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Teams are going to want to pay quarterbacks crazy money like Dak and Jordan Love because QBs like Darnold and Baker keep performing. Yeah, no, this is a good angle there. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel called Bootleg Football. Oh, there's a fumble. There's a fumble on the play here. This is a huge play. This may have been the first play the Atlanta defense has made. This might be the first play that the Atlanta defense has made. What are they calling it? Man, show a good angle of what happened. Grady Jarrett makes a play. Rashad White. I think it's a fumble, but that angle makes it pretty difficult to see. Are they saying, oh, second? I mean, shit. I don't know if Raheem Morris wants to challenge this, but they ran the play, so that's done. Baker Mayfield gets about 7 yards on second down. So, yeah, there's a channel called Bootleg Football, and they put a video out recently talking about, I think the video is called The Fallacy of the Quarterback Bust, but basically what it's getting at is like unpacking how important a quarterback situation is. So I think what you're seeing with a lot of these quarterbacks that got paid big money, then they're struggling. What happens is that when you're a quarterback that's not getting paid much, your surroundings and your situation is just one thing, and then you get paid and you take hog up a bunch of the resources, and now your situation is different, and you're probably not the same player in a different situation. So that's what you see when these players struggle. Versus when you see quarterbacks like Darnold and Baker, part of the reason that they're not getting paid is because they were in some pretty bad situations. So they eventually get in a good one, and then they start producing. Obviously, it's not to say that there's no, like, absolutely no, like, it's not purely situation. But if you look at the quarterback play in 2024 in this NFL, the quarterback, the system, and the supporting cast is everything. Is everything. Hey, my bad, Peter. My bad. I got you.
All right, I'm here.
Hell yeah. Um, But yeah, so we got a oh shit. So we got a game between two defensive head coaches where at halftime there was 62 plays and 450 yards of offense.
No, I watched the first half. I did watch.
Bro, like
I did watch.
fireworks.
I was making dinner. My girl had a rough day, so I had to do all the dinner and cleaning and all that stuff.
You had serious at-home responsibilities.
I did actually.
Yep.
But no, yeah, I was watching. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. My Bucks in the top tier of the playoff thing is looking amazing. That's low key, not a late hit at all.
At all. That's actually a very inbounds hit.
Yeah.
Also, like Baker Mayfield didn't shy away from this contact either. It's not like a quarterback that's not trying to play football anymore and you're hitting them. Baker Mayfield was trying to take that contact.
Yep.
Hilarious call there. But yeah, no, Tampa Bay, I mean, provided that the rest of this game goes the way it should, definitely strong favorites in this division.
Yeah.
Because I think people's perception of New Orleans is definitely skewed by just two amazing weeks to start the year against teams that had some shit going on. But yeah. I went through a bunch of the games that are gonna happen on Sunday and Monday. I left a couple games aside for us to do when you joined the stream. Obviously, one of them was Ravens and Bengals. What I was saying was I'm looking forward to this game because I think the right ass whooping would actually break the Bengals.
Hey man, it needs to happen.
It'll have you got two receivers that are already unhappy. You got I'm pretty sure a team that knows that like we're not really like that. You got a quarterback that's used to losing to the Ravens. Burrow said before the game that he's like, I know that I'm probably gonna have to score on every drive, so I'm preparing to play my best game. So he's basically saying, bro, our defense is ass. I just think, yeah, that team is on the brink of kind of falling apart. So I think the right ass whooping would actually just break the Bengals.
Hey man, I'm here for it. Fuck the Bengals.
Drafting Darnell Mooney was the best decision I've made. Yo, if drafting Darnell Mooney is the best decision though, bro, I think your team might be cheeks, but
or you might be in like a 16-team league.
Maybe. But yeah, no, I didn't to be honest, when the Falcons spent all that money on Cousins and Mooney, two players coming off crazy injuries the year before, I was very, very skeptical. Now, I don't think either of them like have lived up to the money yet, but it's definitely not been as much of a failure as I thought it would be. Like I thought it would be a disaster from the beginning. That being said, if you think about Atlanta's season so far, they're like inches away from being 0-4, right? If Saquon catches that pass on third down, that's a loss against Philadelphia. If the pass interference doesn't happen to set up the field goal to beat the Saints last week, that's a loss to the Saints. The Falcons are very close to being 0-4, so I think that was part of my I ended up picking the Bucks in this game for my pool. Yeah, they deserve some losses for sure. They try to lose every single game.
Oh, that should have been a pick probably, but whatever.
Damn, you're definitely ahead of me.
Yeah, man, I'm on that Twitch Prime stream, baby. Let's go.
Okay, I'm just seeing Cousins just threw the ball. Yeah.
Slipped a little bit, but yeah.
That's the one thing we can agree on. Fuck the Bengals.
Hey, man, the Bengals get the benefit of goodwill and hype that's going to last forever without them actually doing anything ever at any point in time.
Yep.
Let me actually look at the games this weekend. I haven't really looked.
I think the best matchup is Bills Texans.
Ooh, we got a London game, 6:30 a.m. on Sunday.
That's a Darnold revenge game as well.
Darnold revenge game. Chelsea play at the same time, so I'm probably not gonna watch, but maybe.
Same,
I'm not gonna watch. Fuck that.
same. So much offense, goddamn.
Yeah, no, what's going on? This is actually a lot of fun. Yo, the Jags are 3-point favorites at home against the Colts.
I saw that and I was puzzled as well. What I heard is apparently the Jags have won like 6 of their last 7 against Indy in Jacksonville. Like, so it's just like maybe that's the thing that they're going off. But I couldn't understand for the life of me why that line is the way it is. I
Yeah,
don't care if Flacco is playing. I like, in terms of just football team against football team, I like Indy much better. But I don't know if the Indy in Jacksonville thing is that compelling to Vegas. But that line is weird.
yeah. I was like, wait, that doesn't look right.
But yeah, no, Bills Texans. That's the one. That's the one I have my eyes on.
Yeah, is that a morning game or an afternoon game?
Yeah, morning.
Nah, that's fucking lame, dude. They
Yeah,
got Ravens and Bills Texans in the same window.
yeah. Which are like those are clearly the games to watch too.
Nah, bro, they're gonna give me Packers Rams in the afternoon. I fucking hate living in the LA market. God damn it.
You don't like Giants Seahawks?
No, I just hate how we get like Rams and Chargers every week.
Oh, true.
At least give us Bills Texans in the morning. Like,
Yeah,
have a heart, Jesus Christ.
for real.
You give us Panthers Bears, I'm slapping you.
Dolphins Patriots is that's a crazy tank off.
Hey man, one of those teams will be 2-3, baby. Get back in the wild card graphics.
Disgusting.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm guessing, having not seen the play, tipped up in the air, almost picked.
Second part of that is true. First part is not.
Okay, very much not tipped up in the air, just haphazardly thrown. Okay, while this is true, I think I couldn't put a graphic up behind me the way I did with Battle of Mid for this. It would just look insane on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Battle of Ass is nuts. Although the Dolphins' next 3 games are at the Patriots, at the Colts, and versus the Cardinals. If they had a serious coach, they could have
Yeah.
still made something out of the season.
Yep. So the Falcons are on 4th down. What did you think of their decision to punt before the half?
I completely understand it because if they would have missed, you give the Bucks like 12 seconds and they have their timeouts and the ball at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah.
So think about it, right? You miss, they complete one pass, long field goal, they're down 10, they get the ball, you feel like you just got punched in the dick. Their
Yeah.
kicker's not really on anyways. So I completely understand not kicking there. I think it was actually really smart.
Yeah, I was more, I think the way I was thinking about it was more like the way your defense is played against Tampa, like you need points more than you like don't need to go down more, you know? I just felt like Tampa starting the ball the second half, you're down 7. Obviously the defense made a play, they got a turnover. So that already kind of goes against my line of thinking. But I was more just looking at like I thought points were a bit more needed than like making sure you don't concede points. But the way the defense showed up on that next drive, I think the approach ended up being the right one. They trusted in their defense and it ended up being right.
Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Premier League this weekend. Let's see.
I feel like Atlanta's got a lot of yards off of just like simple outs.
Off a bunch of like soft coverage.
Yeah, like just I'm gonna take these 6-7 yards every time until you do something.
Mm-hmm.
Screen to a receiver wearing 34, man. Receivers wearing 34. Utter woke nonsense.
Yeah, that Sean Dyche meme was so funny.
It's the best. Even now, like I'll see people post it with just his forehead, and you know who it is, and you know the quote. It's amazing.
Oh shit! The Cincinnati Reds have hired Terry Francona as their new manager.
Red Sox old manager?
Yep.
Oh, I remember his face. Did they have multiple? Oh, it wasn't multiple pass interferences, right?
Well, they had dudes blocking before a guy caught the ball, so
Yeah.
I think it was technically multiple because they were blocking the same guy.
Damn. So it was a failed screen to a receiver wearing 34.
Yep.
So we got a handoff to Bijan in 1st and 20. I feel like Atlanta's found themselves in 1st and 20 like 5 times already today.
Oh, it happens a lot.
Not ideal. But they're moving the ball, so it kind of really hasn't. I think it only cost them once. But yeah. We're up to 565 yards of offense. Oh, here's another play. So yeah, it's like Tampa Bay's defense can't do anything except get the occasional sack. But sacks are just so important that like that's enough sometimes when your offense is playing the way they are.
Bro, you could give up 60 yards on a drive, get one well-timed sack, and walk away giving away 3 points.
Yeah, classic bend but don't break defense.
Yeah, like when you're up 7, that shit's perfect.
Yeah. Let the other team actually run the clock and then just not get the points they need. Third and 22. You haven't reacted to anything, so I don't think anything too crazy has happened. And yep, it's just an incompletion.
So now they're in another long field goal situation with the kicker who's not really been on it today. It was a funny game.
Yep.
Mind
Yeah, this is
Falcons' 4th home game already.
really
Yep.
damn. Yeah, 4 and 5.
So, like, they probably really need to win this game.
Yeah. Where do they travel to as well?
I'm sure the Bucks would like to win, but I think they like must win.
Because I just feel like a Kirk Cousins led Kyle Shanahan style offense based out of Atlanta would just travel to a bunch of cold weather cities and play like ass. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to see who they travel to. So it looks like their coldest games are going to be Broncos in the middle of November and Commanders at the end of December. Every other game is fine. Oh, okay. Cousins goes back to Washington and back. Oh yeah, we noticed this. He goes back to Minnesota and the Commanders in December.
Damn. How funny would it be if the Falcons were 7 and 10 again?
It would be amazing after all that money spent. It would be amazing. But yeah, no, Joel, you did not have to remind me. Like, I don't know. I don't think anybody benefited from that.
That's true.
Yep.
One away game, first 5 weeks is nuts.
Yep. But yeah, shit. It wasn't necessary, man. It wasn't necessary. But yeah, I'm gonna do Sunday night football on the stream for sure. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do that Monday night game, Saints Chiefs. So what's the Thursday after that?
Seahawks Niners.
Oh, we'll do that. So then yeah, I'm cool on Monday. So the thing is like I'm very much trying to stream as much as I can on this channel now because so the Monday night game when I did I think it was Bills Jags and then at the same time the Commanders and Bengals were playing. I
Uh-huh.
got rated by like some really big NFL YouTuber.
Yeah.
His name is Tom Grossi. He has like 700,000 subs and he rated with like 800 people out of nowhere. I don't even know. I didn't know anything beyond his name. And
Huh.
like it jumped my subscribers from like 60 to like 140 in just 5 minutes. And
That's
obviously
cool.
a bunch of people unsubscribed like the next day because they were just subscribing out of the vibes, right? Like the live viewership went from like 800 to like 80 pretty quickly. So I figured like probably some people would unsubscribe. But the thing is like I tagged in that stream,
Uh-huh.
like in the title, like Tom Grossi comedy raid, right? And his viewers keep watching that stream. That stream is up to like 3,000 views, and the watch hours are almost at 3,000 as well. So I'm at a weird point where, like, in terms of
Hey
the
man,
watch
get
hours,
subs and you're getting monetization, baby.
bro, I have the watch hours for monetization already. I just need to get the subs. So we're here. We're gonna grind as much as possible to just get as much as I can get within the next year because the watch hours basically count towards monetization for a year because it's like, do you have
Yeah.
3,000 watch hours in the last year? So I'm on the clock. Oh shit, Chris Godwin fumbled. Tampa, what the hell are you doing? I think they got it back. Yeah, they got it back. But yeah, so that's what I'm here to do. I'm
Everybody who popped in from a random raid, that's the beauty of YouTube and the wonder of this platform.
yep,
Thank you for sticking around. We talk NFL from time to time.
yep,
I am here when I can be, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. That
yes,
will not be every stream.
yeah.
So it is what it is.
Nah, it was crazy. Like I had no clue what to do when just my live stream went from 10 people to 800 and my
Yeah,
subs went from 60 to 145. I was like, okay, I don't even know how to talk to you guys, but shout out to everybody here. But yeah, no, so we got a handful of new people from that who stick around. We got King, we got Gail, there's a few others. Um, but yeah, it was cool. So I don't know. I tried to reach out to him to be like, yo, I appreciate that. I don't know how you found somebody with 60 subs and just said, yo, let me raid this guy.
hey man, the wonder of YouTube.
The wonder of YouTube, man. He's like, who the hell else is live for Commanders Bengals? Let me help this guy out. But yeah, he does a lot of donations to charity. I saw he did a 30 stadiums in 30 days YouTube series and then donated $1 million of revenue off those videos to charity. I'm just like, shit, I guess I was the charity this time, you know?
Hey man, you take it. Fuck it.
Fuck it, 100%. But yes, Gail, what's up? I remember it. I remember you from that. And I think there was a bunch of people that stayed that day.
Yo.
What's up?
This game is hilarious.
Oh no. Okay.
There's so many funny things happening.
Okay, I think this is probably a bad thing for Tampa. Okay, Baker's
No,
a
it's not bad.
scramble.
It's just funny. This is such a funny play because it's actually a great play.
Oh,
But Baker's definitely running like an accountant, but an accountant who's kind of fast.
actually, yeah, like a sneaky athletic accountant,
Yup.
but also like running like somebody who's like you. He's actually somebody who, if he got a bad injury, would be messing up like $100 million of earning potential.
Oh, 100%.
So, like he's not running like a person that has that much to lose as somebody who has so much to lose.
Oh, late hit. That's what got thrown. Okay. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. Why'd he do that?
Come on, man. There's always a linebacker like that that's just doing too much.
Why did he do that? Like, come on, bro. You have what?
And the fact that as soon as he hit the ground himself, he looked up at the referee like, "Oh, come on, man."
The guy ran all the way across the field just to do that.
Yeah, he ran all the way across the field. He hustled hard to do something that probably could lose him snaps.
Should lose some snaps. That was so stupid.
That was ridiculous.
Like, come on. All right, man. I'm ready for this third Mike Evans touchdown. Let's do this.
Oh boy.
That's not what happened.
Damn. So 2nd and 10 is coming up. Irving, please. Yeah, my guy, I think you just put the wrong bet down for Bucky Irving. 100 yards and 2 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, that's a crazy bet. Whoever did that, that's a bit of a degenerate thing to do.
So he said that he put Bucks +7 and then separately Bucky Irving. So it's like you got the safe bet and the wild boy bet together, which I think is the way to gamble.
I disagree, man.
You just want to go all wild boy?
See, I would have just been like Bucks -4, Mike Evans touchdown. I would have just doubled down on some shit.
Yeah, Bucks -4, Mike Evans touchdown. So like with that one, what would Mike Evans touchdown? What does that get you? Like that's like probably +100.
Yeah, that's probably fairly even.
Yeah,
but Bucks -4 on the road is nuts.
yeah. That's the one
money.
that gets you money.
Yeah.
3rd and 2. Baker. Oh shit. Baker kind of gets rolled up on.
Yep.
Goddamn. Well, they're gonna kick a field goal. I think they're just
No, fun fact. One of my
Yeah.
college roommates, who was one of my teammates, he
Yeah.
went to high school with Chase McLaughlin.
Wait, so that would have been
So that was 9 years ago while McLaughlin was at the University of Illinois kicking.
okay. And then he was your teammate where?
In college. So they went to high school together.
Okay. And then high school was locally to where you, like close to where you live?
Nah, they're from Texas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like to be a high school football player in the US, in those parts of the country where high school football is like as big as college football.
Probably freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's like you're probably like in your own like world in that school. Like they don't live like normal kids in high school.
Cypress Woods High School. That's where it was. Cypress, Texas.
Cypress, Texas.
So yeah, there's your random fun fact, chat. I know someone who went to high school with Chase McLaughlin, which is weirdly relevant to the stream. There we go.
Chase McLaughlin has what 9 of the 27 Bucks points, so he's like a third of their points by himself.
Yeah. Fuck.
Second leading scorer in this game behind Mike Evans.
Yep.
But yeah.
I saw Kai Cenat and Snoop Dogg in a T-Mobile commercial with Patrick Mahomes.
That's definitely the best of both worlds.
Snoop Dogg's like actually in everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. I heard somebody talking about how like he might be the most like recognized rapper ever in terms of just like his face.
I think so. Like, there's a whole generation of people, a couple generations, that are just going to know Snoop Dogg for being in commercials and being a
Yep.
TV personality.
Yeah, and like it's global too. Like Snoop
Oh,
Dogg
definitely.
has probably done commercials in every country as well.
Snoop Dogg's like damn near as famous as Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
They're like in the same ballpark, I think.
Yeah, it's global. So Peter basically knows a guy that knows a guy. Yeah, basically.
Yep, that's exactly what's happening, brothers. I just thought I would share that because he's on the screen.
And then don't you also have a connection to Jaime Jaquez on the Heat?
Oh, that's actually probably a little bit more personal. So, my girlfriend, the one who I'm living with currently, she was. It was something to do with like confirmation.
Yeah.
She was his confirmation leader when he was going through the course through the church.
Oh, interesting.
The
Because I
group
remember
was in it.
yeah,
So
we
he
were
grew
live
up at
streaming
the
during
high
the
school in
draft.
the city that I live in currently.
Right. We were live streaming during the draft, and then he got drafted, and you screamed, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, no, it's funny. I didn't think he was going to go first round like that.
Yep,
But I'm not surprised. Like, the Heat drafted somebody who went to college for 4 years.
that's their style.
Yo, I wonder how messed up dude's ankle is. Because who's the Bucks' backup quarterback?
Kyle Trask.
Is that the Florida dude?
Yep, he hasn't seen the field yet. Like we actually don't know
Yeah, what's going on?
what the hell a Kyle Trask is. So we're about to see maybe.
I hope not.
Yeah, it'll mess the game up for sure. It'll turn the game into a pretty damn defensive game, especially the way the Bucks run the ball.
Yeah, I didn't know they had the worst run attack each of the last 2 seasons. Is that Akeem Hicks on the Bucks?
Let me look it up. Yeah, I think Rashad White last year he got a decent amount of receiving yards, but in terms of just running the ball, nah. Yeah, he's on the Bucks.
God, I know faces, dude. Holy shit.
But yeah, they were showing a. I don't know if you were watching the screen while they were doing this, but they were showing Cousins throwing a football last year versus this year, and how the ankle that he tore the Achilles on, like it just is not rotating the same, like in terms of his throwing motion.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know how that's impacting things, but also like if anything happens with him this year, at least they have a backup quarterback that like people want to watch play football. But for Tampa Bay, we do not need Kyle Trask in our lives.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So the last couple of years, I didn't do it this year because I just didn't do it for some reason. But the last couple of years, I found on the platform I use for fantasy football, I found that they would have 32 team leagues,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the way it
Yeah.
would work is like nobody is trying to sit through a 32 team league or form a 32 team league or really even take it seriously. So these leagues would be auto drafted, and then when you join the league, like you just be assigned to a pre-drafted team.
Okay.
And because these teams are drafted by like the just auto draft, a bunch of teams pick multiple quarterbacks. So then like you'll have a team where you only have one quarterback and it's a backup.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure in the 32 team, like I'm sure somebody has Kyle Trask right now in a 32 team league, and they
Mhm.
haven't been.
And Alam is gone. Don't know where he went, but he'll be back. So until then, guys, it is myself. And I'm not going to turn my camera on because I'm laying on my couch and it's not the greatest picture. But thank you all for tapping in. We are about to start the fourth quarter here. Bijan Robinson just ripped a big run. It's Bucks 27, Falcons 20. Baker Mayfield rolled his ankle, so we'll see how that impacts the game going forward. But we actually have a watchable Thursday night football game. So that's good. You know, this game's like a sneaky good game. So if you're missing out, I feel bad for you. And if you're tapped in with us, that's awesome. I have no idea when Alam's going to be back. But fuck it, you know. Run the likes up if you want. If you guys have any questions, the chat's right there. Closed mouths don't get fed. And yeah, just keep tapping in. Support is awesome. One day Alam will be monetized on this channel. One day. We'll get there all together. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to him. Crazy stuff.
You.
Are you good?
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell, man? You left me by
One day,
myself.
one day I'll figure that out.
What was
But
that?
not today. But yeah, no. Joel, the primetime games this year are drastically better than the last few years. Yeah, I'm back. It just happens. I don't know. I've tried a lot of different things. It just happens like once or twice a stream. But yeah, I don't know. When I get monetized, we'll figure it out then.
Yep. That's real Wi-Fi.
Hell yeah. I remember like early Sarcasm City days streams when I first started tapping in when it was at like 3,000 subs.
Yeah.
When I think y'all used to jokes about whenever Prime Wi-Fi would cut out, how he's got to go like feed the hamsters to get the hamster wheel going to generate the power for the Wi-Fi. That was the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah, man.
You know what's fucked up? I think around that time, it just caught a bunch of people in the perfect time in life in terms of where everybody was at, to where just the dynamics were different. It was so funny.
Yeah, our streams were crazy, dude.
Every
So glad
stream
that
was,
people don't know.
yo,
I would be in so much trouble.
bro. Every stream was carnage, and even if it didn't feel like it would be like that, you'd have 45 minutes of normalcy, and then one person makes it go left.
Oh, it was great. It was so much fun, man. It was incredible. That's like the only downside about the job I have now, like working the 10-hour days.
Yeah.
It's like I can't contribute to any UK based content because I'm just at work.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard I was laughing when I saw United up 2-0 and then I checked my phone an hour later and they were down 3-2?
Same.
Like, I wish I was on stream. That'd be so fucking funny.
Same. Hold on. Did he cut out this time or was it me?
Probably me. Hold on.
Okay, cool. No, you
No,
said when
you
you
hear me,
checked.
right?
Yeah, I can check. I can hear you now. But you said you checked your phone an hour later, and that's when you cut off.
Oh yeah, I checked my. Yeah, they were down 3-2, and I was like, oh my god, this is not real. This is Europa League. It's not supposed to be hard.
Yeah, it was unreal.
It's just like I don't know, man. Sarcasm City streams were funny. Those are good times. Although I will say, when I see Steve on there, I don't feel compelled to go talk.
But the thing is, it's just like with the way it works, people just have to kind of get cycled through being
Yeah.
on streams regularly. So it's like you almost have different generations. Like I actually look at Sarcasm City as pre and post Ahmed.
Yes. That's probably a good way to look at it.
That's the like boundary. By the way, huge play for Atlanta on fourth down to get this touchdown. But yeah, it's a that's the AD in the Sarcasm City history.
Yeah.
So
So
this game,
I don't know what it is about Ahmed, man, but like he's so intensely dislikable sometimes. Maybe that's just me.
no, you know what it is? Like he had the way I look at it is like he has the like annoying little cousin energy. Like I don't know if you had
Yes.
that
Yes.
experience. Like
Yes.
you're at the family hangout and there's like one kid that's just 8 years younger than everybody, and
Yep.
they just piss you the hell off, right?
Yep.
That's how I look at him.
Yeah, man. I just can't. I feel like Ahmed, I see Steve, and like I can't. Just I don't want it.
Yo, Mooney might actually be him, bro. I don't know.
And then Mooney might be 5'10" Randy Moss.
Actually might be. I feel bad for people going against Mooney in fantasy. I don't know, man. Maybe Mooney is one of the guys that Chicago is holding back. Maybe him and Justin Fields should go to therapy together.
Hey, Chicago, low-key holding everyone back. Let's talk.
Everyone back. Yo, Keenan Allen showed up. Now he's getting the kind of injuries he can't play through, you know?
Hey, man, when Carolina beats them this weekend,
Yeah. Damn, it's going to be Andy Dalton revenge games. I feel like Andy Dalton's played for so many like teams. He must have a revenge game every year, like regardless of what team he's on.
hey, man, Andy Dalton's gonna end up being like Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. There's something about the journeyman quarterbacks wearing 14.
Yep.
Look, I don't know if I heard you say that he's 5'10" Randy Moss. Okay, I don't think King you were saying that in the chat. So you know.
Yeah, guys, if you said that, fair enough. But like, I doubt it.
Oh, you're talking about the Bears. Okay. Oh no, you're. But to be honest, okay, King. Before you were here, long before you were here, literally regular season last year, me, Peter, and a Bears fan named Murtaza were having a conversation about what the hell the Bears should do with their draft capital, right? And like we gave a decent amount of consideration to the fact that like Caleb Williams might be, it's possible for him to be very good and also not really be in a position to change anything in Chicago because the issues are so much bigger than the quarterback position.
I'm gonna put it this way.
Yeah.
I was team stick with the quarterback they had.
Yeah.
Trade the fuck out of that pick and beef up the line, both lines on their team.
Yep.
That was what I wanted to do.
Because that route, right, setting the players aside, right, Fields versus Williams, forgetting that for a second, that route actually gives you a chance at fixing all the problems. Drafting Caleb Williams gives you 0%, a 0% chance to fix all the problems.
I'm also not a fan of drafting and starting a rookie quarterback when a coach is coaching for his job.
Yeah.
I just think optically, I can't think of a time that's ever worked.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody in the chat who like is a supreme ball knower would be able to think of a time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's never worked. I'm saying I can't think of that working with any sort of success.
Right. All right, so Gail is our ears to the streets for Chicago, because I believe Gail is watching from Chicago. But yeah, there was a healthy like debate about that, and especially on this platform.
Hey man, I was stick and don't twist the whole time.
Yeah,
Not that I don't think Caleb Williams could be great. I've just never seen the Bears develop a quarterback to be like great.
yep. No, 100%. It's
Never had
fair.
as talented a quarterback as Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
All right, his ankle must be okay because what's all right.
Okay, either Asian or a run. Okay, he's out here running. Okay, he got like 15 yards, and if he was feeling like an asshole, probably could have got 20. Well,
I feel like the Bucks get into the Falcons territory so damn easy.
yeah. All game really. I hold on. Have we? How many punts do we have in this game? Is it like two?
Yes.
So the Bucks have punted once, and the Falcons have punted once. 2 punts in this game. Falcons haven't even put a spy on Baker all game. I feel like if I was a defensive coordinator and I said, guys, what we're doing is we're going to spy Baker Mayfield, I'm getting disrespected by at least 3 of my players.
Rightfully so, though.
100%. You're losing the locker room immediately.
Yeah, man, game's gone.
Game is gone. We're spying.
Game is gone. Utter woke nonsense. Spying Baker Mayfield. Jesus. Only on Twitter.
Oh man. Yo, you put a spy on Baker Mayfield, I low-key think he's throwing for 500 yards.
You put a spy on Baker Mayfield, you should be sent to fight in Ukraine, dude. Enough. Like, I'm sorry. You need to do mandatory service, maybe a short prison sentence, something. Bro, Baker might get 50 rushing yards, but we're not spying sneaky athlete quarterbacks. I'm sorry.
Gun to your head besides Jay Cutler, name 3 good Bears quarterbacks. I'm just dying. Like I'm just dead.
I don't fucking know, dude.
No, like I don't actually know if there's 3 good quarterbacks. Also, I can't go before my time because I don't know shit like that. But my life, no.
Man, we could say multiple time Pro Bowler Mitch Trubisky, right?
Oh, MVP.
Yep.
Wait.
I don't think
Tampa.
the Bears have ever had a quarterback throw. I think it's like 30 touchdowns or 35. They've never had a quarterback throw that many.
Oh, their passing yards record for the regular season is also ridiculously low. I don't think they've ever had a 4,000-yard passer.
Crazy.
Passing yards by season. Yeah, so they have never had a 4,000-yard passer. It's 2024. Oh, Baker is on some shit. He made like 4 guys miss. I mean, still only got like 3 yards. We made like 4 guys miss.
Spying Baker Mayfield is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. Because, like, we just can't do that.
Just imagine the look on the linebacker's face when you
like, come on, bro. Like, did we spy Big Ben? No.
I'm thinking of
high school hive. Stand up.
Oh hell yeah! Now I'm thinking of the funniest quarterbacks to spy, right? And like you can't say
quarterback to spy probably. Mm,
Yo, the thing is, it might be Baker Mayfield.
Joe Flacco.
See, but now, like, I feel like the quarterback that's just like it's too obvious. It's not actually that funny, you know. Like spying Peyton Manning, like obviously not. Like, but fuck. Oh, I think spying Jameis Winston would be insane.
Will Levis?
Oh yeah, because the thing is that you actually just want, like, I would say, as a defensive coordinator, I might actually tell the defense, like, if you want to give Will Levis 50 rushing yards, do it. It's gonna enable him to do some crazy shit. It's a
Also,
it's a small price to pay for the interceptions you're gonna get because of it.
also, like spying him just takes one person out of coverage to potentially catch like a pass right to him.
That's what I'm saying about Baker, though. Like Baker's throwing for 500 against the spy.
No, but like Will Levis will turn the ball over.
Oh yeah, no, in that yeah, specifically, yeah. No, you need the defenders to catch the ball. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, spying Will Levis is crazy.
If I was gonna spy Will Levis, it would be with like a DB.
Oh man.
Or Deshaun Watson. That'd be a funny spy.
That'd be pretty crazy. Also, it's like, you know, a spy on Deshaun Watson, not even like a private investigator, you know?
Hey man. That guy's nasty, but his biggest crime is being disgusting at football.
Yeah, for real. Crazy.
Like, think about it. Deshaun Watson is so trash.
Yeah.
Like, nobody even talks about how crazy all those allegations were anymore.
Yeah.
They just talk about how screwed the Browns are.
Like, it's actually because, like, you know how they say, like, okay, like, if you're a player that's not worth a shit and you do something, they'll just get rid of you. If you're a player that has value, they'll sweep it under the rug, right? He's so far gone from the value standpoint that it's like, yo, nobody's trying to sweep it under the rug. They're just trying to get rid of him and forget about him.
Yep.
What happened to Watson's footballing ability? If you're going to be a first team All Hell, at least be a good
I
player.
don't actually know why he's trash now.
I think some theories are like build up of the wrong injuries, which like happens, and then in his case, just all the time away from football, because that also happens. But like, I don't know these things well enough to really be able to say for sure. It does look like the entire stadium is swag surfing though, so that looks like a good time.
Hey man, that's a Bucks win if I've ever heard of one. Falcons do something kind of cool, followed immediately by disappointment.
That's a recipe
This
for
team is
disaster.
literally forever.
Yep.
We're gonna get a heartbreaking Bucks win. Kirk Cousins will end up being like 37 for 48. Stupid yards, 4 touchdowns. L.
What are Darnell Mooney's numbers looking like right now? 8 for 88 and 2 touchdowns. I feel like Darnell Mooney's gonna hit 15 catches somehow, and they're gonna lose the game.
Bro, the Falcons fans do have expectations this year. That's the funny thing.
Yes.
You don't do what they did in the offseason and not build expectations.
I think it's the kind of thing where it's like they have expectations and then just like the fear of impending just doom because of who they are. But like when they actually try to consciously think of what they've put together in terms of all the money they spend or whatever, like the draft capital on their weapons, they probably look at it like, you know, we better be good and we should be good. But they all know deep down that like the fucked up shit's gonna happen. You're the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh shit! Somebody for the Bucks is damn.
Well, it's 3rd and 4. Oh, that is a pass rusher Yaya Diaby.
Where'd they get a Senegalese dude from?
I have no idea.
I actually don't even know if he's Senegalese. I just made that up.
I mean, but if you heard a footballer called Yaya Diaby, that would be a decent guess. I'm about to look it up now.
Oh my god. Told me he's American. You fucking lied. Stop it right now.
Yo, on his Wikipedia, there's no mention of another country.
Yeah, I don't like this.
It just says Atlanta, Georgia.
Bruh, there's nothing on this Wikipedia page.
He attended Georgia Military College. What the hell is that?
I have no idea. Transferred to Louisville, though.
Yeah, Yaya Diaby sounds like, midfielder for Newcastle.
Hey, man. He's either Senegalese or Ivorian.
Well, I just guess we'll never know.
Yeah, that bothers me.
I want to do a deep dive now. Yaya
Nah,
Diaby.
nah. Google's amazing. Yaya Diaby parents. Mariama and Mohammed Diaby. I found a Go Cards Louisville bio. Here we go, baby.
His sister is Fatima and Ibrahim. Yeah. There's a country of origin. A native of Atlanta, Georgia. No.
Whoa.
Oh, I found it. His parents are from Guinea.
Oh my god, I was wrong. No. Yo, Sam Darnold unironically being the MVP after a month is so funny.
It's amazing.
If he should be able to get comeback player of the year and MVP.
Okay, so the thing about comeback player of the year is I felt like last year they had a pretty important opportunity to set a precedent and they didn't, right? Because Joe Flacco was like, dog, I shouldn't get comeback player of the year. I didn't come back from anything. I was just ass. Like he actually said, he's like, I just came back from being on the couch. Like, that's not a thing. And then they gave it to him anyway against his wishes. So now it's like if coming back from being ass gets you comeback player of the year, then sure. I also just don't think that's what the spirit of what that award should be.
I agree.
This is the most Twitter shit I've ever seen. Calling Kirk Cousins Perk Thuggins, bro. Is that what happened when he put the chains on? Is that what they started calling him?
Perk Thuggins. Jesus.
Perk Thuggins. Yo, you put a bunch of chains on once, and this is what happened.
You guys are chronically online. Perk Thuggins.
This is the most Twitter shit I've ever seen. He said yes.
Come on.
I remember when Vic won comeback player of the year. That was my Super Bowl. Yes, coming back from jail is valid. DeMar Hamlin coming back from the afterlife, valid.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Vic should have been eligible for it. Like he did like a year in jail. It's not like he was just out of the league for a year. He was in jail.
Yes.
Like,
he had to physically maintain athletic conditioning in jail.
Yeah, that guy went from jail for a year back to balling in the NFL. That's like incredible.
Yes.
The guy was literally doing prison workouts, getting ready to go back to the league.
Yes. Also,
remember all the signs? Hide your beagle, Vixen Eagle. Oh my god,
bro! So here's the thing: the year they traded McNabb, he was the backup behind Kevin Cobb. It just so happened that me and my dad had tickets to watch the Eagles play in Detroit week 2 that year. Kevin Cobb gets concussed out of his mind in week 1. Little did we know we were about to go to Vic's first start out of jail. So I go to the game in my Eagles gear and everything. I found a way to get my hands on a Mike Vick jersey, and I'm sitting in front of a row full of like 40-year-old white moms with all kinds of puppy signs and everything. But it was not a vibe.
Jesus.
It was not a vibe. I turned around, they're making all these like sad crying faces at me. I was like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, what?
But yeah. So you talk about those signs. I was there physically beside the signs in life before. So that was a wild time. That was definitely a wild time. But speaking of Michael Vick, uh did you guys in the chat see what Ryan Williams changed his Instagram profile to? So Peter, did you catch what happened there with Alabama and Georgia?
No.
Alabama just beat Georgia, and they have a 17-year-old freshman that made a really
I'm
big
aware of
play.
that part.
So after the game, after beating the Georgia Dogs, he changed his Instagram picture to Mike Vick holding a puppy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you talk about people who are chronically online. The people that are chronically online are starting to like do like meaningful things in society.
Jesus.
Like, you know, when Zach Edey got drafted, he posted the video of like Rush Hour 3 of when, yeah,
That was funny though.
that's hilarious. But just like it's like people thinking of memes and just reacting immediately, like that's a thing now, right? But then the thing is, on the internet, there's a whole side of that that's very dark.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Williams went to the dark side with that one.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Williams never get PR training, please. Yo, he's 17 too. Like legitimately was not around for any of the Michael Vick stuff. He just like knows the story and he's like, bet I put down the dogs too.
My God. Oh my God.
Pick six. Pick six.
No. Oh
Darnell Mooney.
no.
Darnell Mooney just dropped the game.
Yes, the heartbreaking Falcons L. I need it.
That's you predicted it. It had to be heartbreaking.
Oh my God, he shook the dude out of his shoes too. Oh, we must miss this field goal. We must. Haha, yes.
We missed it?
It got blocked.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This dude's doing the windmill down the sideline.
Falcons, no.
Oh, here we go. We need the Bucks to find a running game and run a 4-minute offense. That's what we need now.
Looking at the Bucks running game, they've attempted 13 rushes. They have got 95 yards on the 13 rushes. The problem is they don't run the ball like that.
Oh no, I get it. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. This just we need to get this game wrapped up, man.
Yeah, it's true. And we need to get it wrapped up because the longer it goes, the more sad shit that's going to happen to Atlanta.
Yep.
The annual Falcons choke game. Yeah, I want to say monthly, like the monthly Falcons choke game.
Yeah, so this happens more than they're not even choking really. They're just losing.
I say the monthly Falcons heartbreak. Or just like disappointment. We'll find the right word.
I don't know. I feel like this loss would be pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Cousins looks like an MVP candidate. Mooney drops the widest fucking open pass on 3rd and 6.
Yep.
Puts you in the red zone. Down. Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. For the Bucks to come into your house and beat you on a short week would be crazy.
Be nuts.
Hey, man.
Also, they showed the standings before, and they showed that this is the Bucks' first divisional game, and it was at that moment where I realized, like, damn, they also get to beat up on their division for the rest of the year too.
Hey, they called me a madman.
They did.
They actually didn't call me a madman in the chat on Tuesday, but I was like, you know what? That's how I feel. The Bucks can win this game and beat the Saints at New Orleans next week. Division's over.
Actually, though.
Because they'll be 5-1. Saints probably going to lose to the Chiefs. They'll be 2-4. Falcons, who gives a fuck? Panthers, not a real team.
Not a real team at all.
Man, it's been a sneaky good watch though.
No, it's been good television. Like the primetime games, somebody made the point earlier. Much better this year than the last like 5 years.
We're getting slow-mo on him fucking up this catch. Hell yes, guys.
That's quality television producing. Get this guy an Emmy.
I do feel bad for Darnell Mooney, but Darnell Mooney fantasy owners won't care.
So you know what NFL game gets to grace Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next weekend?
Jags and Bears.
Jags and Bears.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence against Caleb Williams. It's the Spider-Man meme.
Hey man, I can't wait to not watch that one.
It's during an international break, and we still don't care.
Not watching.
Still don't care.
You think I'm waking up at 6:30 to watch Jags and Bears? Fuck no, dude. Yo, why didn't we do that on first down? Why the fuck?
It's gonna be like an 8-yard run, right?
Yes. Actually, yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why didn't we just start with that? I don't understand how that was plan B.
Nobody cares, Gil. Nobody cares.
Hey, man. Jags, Bears. We don't respect our London counterparts.
We actually don't. Oh, Germany got the craziest game. I think they got Giants Panthers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes. We don't like them. That's crazy.
And the thing is that Germany did so well with the games as well. Like the crowd was singing the whole game. Like all the events were successful.
Okay, at least last year we gave them Lamar Jackson.
We gave them Dolphins Chiefs. We gave them like a great game.
Yo, Tampa, let's fucking do this.
No, you know what's wild, by the way? The NFL is trying to play a game in Australia at some point.
That's such a long trip.
That's not like that's just okay. We're going too far because what I heard is that they would, if they were to do it, they'd put the Eagles in Australia because of Jordan Mailata. So like that's basically, if it ever happens, it like they're trying to make it happen because they have a marketable person that they could basically use as like our face of the NFL in Australia. But like time zone wise, travel wise, that's a step too far.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Oh my god, that actually worked to a degree.
Okay, play action. Oh, receiver screen. Okay. I mean, this is the guy to do that kind of a play too. Oregon running backs, man. That's what their whole career is built off of.
Yep. An unbalanced line. We love that. And he got it. Yes.
Always a fan. Always a fan of unbalanced.
Yes. They put in all the beef to push. The Falcons might not get the ball back.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, that
All right,
doesn't
that
sound.
was my fault.
Oh shit, turnover?
Yeah.
Oh no. Bucky. Oh, Bucky Irving, what the hell, man? He was trying to score. Like, so his head, like, talk about not having your eye on the ball, right? The guy was looking at the end zone even after he fumbled. You jinxed it, bro. He screamed my parlay in the my leg voice from SpongeBob.
Yeah, man, that's not gonna lie. I didn't know who that guy was before right now. So for you to make a parlay on him was kind of crazy.
Bucky Irving.
All right, it's okay, guys. It's okay. We can still get the Falcons to get it to like a 45-yard field goal, and then he misses. It's just a
Buddy is
different flavor of heartbreak.
Buddy is 2 for 5 today kicking a football too. That's crazy.
Oh hell yes, brothers! Let's go Bucks.
Sack?
No, but tackle for loss.
Oh, okay.
Diaby the Guinea man.
The Ghanaian?
No,
Fair enough.
that's a country.
So then,
Oh, sack! Let's go.
damn.
Yes. I love that I'm spoiling this, but I don't even care. This is fantastic TV.
Oh, I'm with it.
This is low key. I would feel a little bit cheated if the Bucks didn't win.
At
I
this
don't care
point,
what the stats say. Okay. There's a question.
yeah.
They're at 4th and 16. It's a 2-minute warning. What do they do?
They have all 3 timeouts.
You
Fourth
punt
and
it, right?
16. I think you got to punt 4th and 16. So I mean, okay.
Because they have 3 timeouts, but even if they did get a 3 and out, and then the Bucks kick the field goal, they'd have to go the length of the field now.
So I think what you'd have, the problem is that it's 4th and 15, because the thing is you have 3 timeouts. If they get a first down, it's game over anyways, right? So it's like,
No, that's true, but
like,
you gotta punt it, right?
yeah, because just you're not converting on 4th and 15. Like you're gonna run the play that you have like a 2% chance of converting.
Well, just because even if you don't convert, even if you do get the ball back, you're down 6 now instead of down 3.
Yeah, you got to go the whole field starting on your own side. Versus if you punt, you'll probably have same field position. You only need 3.
You'll only need 3, and you'll have 80 seconds left to go, like, I don't know, 35 yards instead of like 70.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The only difference, so 35 versus 70, and then the flip side, the flip of like the thing that determines that is whether you can get 15 yards on 4th down. Like you're just not.
Well, they're gonna go for it, so fuck what I'm
Oh,
saying.
damn. Yeah, I want to see the play that they have drawn up here. Oh, give me some Kyle Pitts, 4th and 15.
What the fuck does Tampa even do? I would drop everybody into zone coverage. Get fucked, dude.
Jim Schwartz used to have a thing called sticks coverage for these kind of situations where he would literally just put the whole, like, everybody was not on the defensive line.
Yes.
Okay, they didn't get it.
No, even worse.
Oh, sacked.
Actually, no. What happened is not that bad.
Oh, okay. I mean, hilariously, they lost yardage. Not that it matters. It quite literally doesn't matter. But yes, Kirk Cousins threw a pick.
Yep.
Weekly Kirk Cousins interception. It's heritage. It's Kirk Cousins' heritage.
Again, like, I don't see why they couldn't have punted the ball there.
Yeah, I would have punted it. Well, I'm pretty eagerly listening for your reactions to things. Oh shit, -3 yards on first down. And looks like Rashad White is hurt. We have to bring back fumbling ass Bucky Irving.
Oh no.
We gotta bring back. What is Bucky Irving's fucking height and weight? I swear to God, he's like a child out there. Okay, when it's time to really like run the clock, we are putting 5'9", 190-pound Bucky Irving out there. 190-pound running backs with the game on the line. Shout out Sir Fell. That sums up Kirk Cousins for you. Yep.
Hey man.
That's why they should have punted.
4th and 15 interception is too funny.
It would have been worse if he
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Oh, is this an incompletion?
No, it's worse.
Okay. Fucking Bucky Irving. Oh, okay. Oh no.
Yes. What the fuck, guys?
Oh, this makes the punting decision hilarious. Like with the Falcons defense standing tall, it makes the punting decision even more funny.
They missed the face mask.
Graham Barton, rookie center. Oh yeah, that should have ended the game. Is that the same linebacker that got the unnecessary roughness?
I want to say yes, but I don't know.
I don't remember jersey numbers or names, so I don't know.
These guys are just going backwards. Holy shit.
Yo, oh, no, don't get out of field goal range. Don't get out of field goal range.
If you're the Bucks now, you got to go for like a short completion, right?
Yes, get the hell back into field goal range.
You got to get like 7-8 yards.
Yo, actually, 5 wide receivers, Baker Mayfield, quarterback draw. Let's get it.
They'll never see that one coming, brothers.
No spies.
Fuck it. We're tossing it to Mike Evans, baby. Here we go.
I don't think I'm ever going to forget spying Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, it's such a crazy galaxy brain idea, guys.
All right. 3rd and 25 is about to happen. I'm trying to see exactly where the ball is on the field. I think it's at like the 43.
Yep.
Which is a 61-yard kick. Oh, they gave it to fucking Bucky Irving to get 1 yard. Yo, quarterback drop, 5 wide receivers would have got more than 1 yard. Would have got like 3.
Probably, yeah.
Yo, it's overcooked. It's burnt at this point.
Yeah, man, hold that.
Bucks don't believe Kirk Cousins at all. Yeah, nobody should believe in Kirk Cousins in these type of situations. Damn. This game. Oh, shit, yeah. Fuck.
Into the end zone on the punt.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
If there's a punter, if there's a, like, okay, I'm trying to, if there's a punter that could make a perfect punt within 60 yards every single time. Like, how valuable is that punter in the draft?
Probably like a third, fourth round pick.
Yeah.
If you could get the perfect punt every time.
Within 60 yards, the perfect punt every single punt. Because if you say generally, like, I'm not that this guy's gonna be able to punt like 80 yards out, like just within 60
No,
yards.
yeah, 60 yards, like perfect field conditions, like optimum result. Yeah,
40.
probably second, third round pick, dude. Field position in a game, especially depending on how you've built your team,
Yeah.
it's fucking massive. Like, you're telling me every time you decide to punt the ball at midfield, you could pin people inside like the 7 or 8 yard line?
Yeah.
Yeah, who wouldn't take that? What the fuck?
That's very valuable.
Would you not take that over like a backup pass rusher?
Hell yeah.
You just find like a top 10, top half kicker, best punter, low-key have like the best field position situation all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would massively boost your chances as a team.
It would change the calculus for what you do at certain parts of the field because you know, like, okay, we're not going to get too wild because we can always just pin a team.
Yep.
Oh shit, Cousins is low key. Oh my god. Wait, holy shit. Ray McLeod, wide receivers wearing 34. This guy fumbled it backwards to keep the clock running. This guy's oh my god.
This is such a funny game. There's been so many things.
He fumbled it backwards to keep the clock running. Fumbled it behind the first down marker to make it 2nd and 1. They had to spike the ball for 3rd down. Or we're just getting really silly. We're getting really silly down the stretch. But yeah, no, the Bears took a punter in the 4th round. He was like their 4th draft pick too. Or like maybe their 3rd. Which is just hilarious because, again, Peter, we were talking about the Bears and their needs and whatnot, right? They really said 4th draft pick, give us a punter.
Yeah, fuck it.
And then Caleb Williams texted the punter on draft day saying, like, yeah, you won't be punting much. So, like, just everything went according to plan.
Oh, man. I can't wait for him to miss this game-tying kick.
The game might end up being decided by the foot of a kicker that's 2 for 5 today.
Yep.
He's kicking an efficient, like, 3-point shooting percentage.
Let's get a doink.
2 for 6 is a rough day at the office.
That was a great play by this DB.
The kick from here would be 61. He made from 58 yesterday. Yeah, it's a big play by Zion McCollum.
It's a crazy name for a light-skinned dude.
Damn, another Bucks defensive player is down. Yeah, I really don't want overtime in this game.
Me neither.
Pretty badly. Like, this was fun and all, but also, like, you guys scored most of the points in the first half.
Yeah.
It was like, what, 24 to 17?
24-17 at halftime. Now we're 30-27.
The second half scoring is, what, 6 to 10? No, thank you.
Half scoring 16, and we had 37 in the first half.
Oh, Peter, this is a sleeper tie candidate if he makes this field goal.
No. This can't be a tie.
These guys are out here not scoring.
I'm not trying to watch another 40 minutes of this.
These guys are entering point scoring situations and leaving with no points.
I'll say it, chat. At the end of regulation, I'm out of here.
Bro, I would do the same.
This is fun, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Kickers, win or lose, close games. Hell yeah.
No casuals, I don't care. You guys want to dislike because we don't want to hang out for overtime? Fuck you. All right. Oh my God.
Cousins pick. No, Cousins
got it down. Oh my goodness. They got it spiked in time.
Oh no. Oh no. Yo, call it illegal formation or something. Did they have everybody on the line of scrimmage?
They did.
God damn. Bijan celebrating like he won the game. This is the Falcons Super Bowl right here. That not the game, that drive. That drive was the Falcons Super Bowl. Damn, the camera pans to Bucky Irving in his moment of despair. All right. Young Wei Koo from 47, 2 for 5 on the day.
Delay of game on the Falcons. We might be back.
Oh, this game has everything, Peter. This game has everything.
This is Thursday Night Hoops. This is the game we love.
Yo, delay of game on Atlanta. Raheem Morris is furious.
Please,
What
man.
were they? So hold on. There wasn't even an issue of getting the right guys on the field. They just watched the play clock run down.
I don't even know, but please, miss.
Can you imagine lining up to kick a game-winning field goal with 10 guys? That'd be the funniest shit in the world.
Is that against the rules?
No, but I mean, like, you did it by accident. Like, there was just an issue with players.
Yeah.
You do it with 10 guys. The kick gets the shit blocked out of it. Like, the most aggressive block ever.
Well, that would be funny. Yeah.
Like, the holder gets smoked.
Yeah,
The
Morris is
even
crashing
gets
out on the sideline. He is crashing out, dude. That's so funny to watch.
No, like, a delay of game is so here's the thing, right? They ice their kicker themselves, right? Like, Tampa has a timeout. They're gonna ice the kicker. You delayed the game. You're icing the kicker. This guy's 2 for 5 on the day.
Hey man, this is all set up for a heartbreaking L.
Yo, a triple doink here would be fire.
I've never even seen that happen, but
I don't even know if it's possible. Like, one upright off the other, off the crossbar. I don't even.
And then out.
Yo.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Damn, I think he made it.
He did make it.
Fuck my life.
All right. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. I don't give a fuck about this game anymore. I'm having significantly less of a good time than I was 10 minutes ago.
God damn.
If this is a tie, though,
I should have put money on it.
What was the tie that we predicted? Falcons Panthers?
Yes. No. Giants Panthers.
We're giving the London game or the Germany game the tie.
Yes, we're giving them a draw. It's in Europe.
Damn, we really hate Europe. That's crazy.
We're just following in the NFL's footsteps.
All right, well, guys, this is kind of a kick in the dick. Well, on the bright side, at least you guys get to watch more football. So who knows?
Well, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes.
I think you said you made food earlier. I don't know if you ate it then, but if you have to go eat food, enjoy your food.
No, we ate and I did the dishes. Everything's good now.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, I assume
Trader Joe's, man. It's all good.
Oh, it's lit.
But yeah, it's good to see you, Alam. Good to see you, chat. You guys enjoyed the overtime.
We won't.
Get angry that we're casuals later. We don't care.
Take care, bro. This is a take. This is certainly a take. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's definitely a take. After giving them Chiefs Dolphins to go that route. Okay, guys, we have overtime. The overtime 10 minutes. So I think the longest it could possibly take is half an hour. That might put us closer to a 4-hour stream. Shout out to everybody that's hung out with us over the course of this. Gail is calling it a day too. See, I really want to just cut this stream short, but also, I can't do it. If everybody's decided that they're going to leave, if Gail, King, Joel, if everybody said we're out, then I'd cut the stream short. If any one of you is sticking around, I feel obligated to do it. But you take care, Gail. Appreciate you for hanging out with us along the ride here. The ride hopefully has. Oh no. I'm saying I just if one at least one person stays, I'm gonna feel obligated to stay with the rest, like with that person. Um, damn, the ride never ends. I'll stay. Damn. Well, fuck. Hopefully we get a kick return touchdown or like a pick six. I don't think we're gonna get an offensive touchdown to end the game, like a big play or anything. This game just doesn't feel like that. Ending was pure comedy, man. They actually iced their own kicker that's 2 for 5. That's like workplace harassment for Young Wei Koo. Why would you do that to him? But also think about Atlanta, right? The 2 games that they won in Philly because Saquon dropped a simple pass to catch. They won in New Orleans because New Orleans took a random 30-yard pass interference. If they go on to win this, they easily could have lost this game if Bucky Irving just doesn't fumble. The Falcons have only played in close games so far. Like, they are not far away from being 0-4 or 4-0. No, I lied. They were going to always lose against Pittsburgh. They could be anywhere from 3-1 to 0-4. And this game could go either way. So that gets bigger. They could fall anywhere between 4-1 and 0-5. Very simple. So this is the thing, Joel. You were saying earlier we need the Falcons to avenge us, right? The problem is that we lost to both these teams. So we actually need, like, in theory, both of them to avenge us, which isn't possible. The only way that actually happens is through a tie. Now, I was about to say this, but then I got worried about manifesting it and like speaking it into existence. So I didn't say it. Little did I know we were going to go to overtime. So now my fears, my fears are getting realized. We're getting close. We're 9 minutes and 17 seconds from a tie. Drake London gets the 45, takes a shot from Zion McCollum. And as somebody who took a shot to the helmet before, his brain is in his head like a bowl of Jello right now. That's how I'm like. I know. I saw it happen. I saw it, like, us get to overtime, and I'm like, fuck it, we're already here. Yo, scrambled egg settings for sure. Oh, tie is unethical in the sport. I just saw sport and unethical, and I thought you were talking about this. So I was at a fantasy football draft in August, and we took a break after the 6th round because shit got intense. And during the break, somebody just put on like some football highlights on our screen, right? On some like we were projecting the draft board onto a wall. So somebody started playing football highlights, and YouTube did the algorithm thing and just started playing football highlights. And it got to a video about the hardest hits, right? So it's showing a bunch of the hardest hits, and you're thinking about, oh, football used to be like this, right? But it was sprinkling in some really big hits from high school football. And like as a grown adult, I was starting to watch this. I'm like, dog, I'm watching kids get CTE. It's not okay. This is not okay. And I'm like, that kid is 15. I just watched his brain get scrambled. But kids getting CTE is a nasty thing to, take part in. But that's really what they were showing me on this video. I had turned the video off immediately. Oh my God. Kadero Hodge. Let's go. He ended the game. We did it. We made it out of this game. Oh my days. Kadero Hodge. Bucky Irving. Where is Bucky Irving? Put the camera on Bucky Irving. Where is Bucky Irving? I don't want to see Bijan Robinson. I want to see Bucky Irving. Give me the other 7 running back. Bucks hate watch successful. Oh my God. Kadero Hodge. They're treating him like he just won them the Super Bowl. They're actually. Do you remember Antonio Conte after winning the Premier League? Are they about to throw him in the air like Antonio Conte? Oh, this man's really out there throwing up the A. That's crazy. They're carrying him off the field. Oh my God, what is this game? Guys, I think this is the craziest game I've ever watched. Like top to bottom, all the different things this game has had. We've had kickers getting iced by their own teams. We've had random guys. They're actually their Super Bowl Gail. This is the state of the Falcons is Kadero Hodge getting carried in week 5 on a Thursday. This is madness. Oh my God. Okay, I'm glad I stuck around. What the hell was that? Anyways, Atlanta is 3-2 and the Buccaneers are 3-2. Peter's Buccaneers thing should have looked amazing. He did his part. Not the swag surf. Wait, I missed it. Were they swag surfing on TV? Oh my days. 500 yards for Kirko? Did Kirko hand Todd Bowles 500 yards? Oh my God. Oh my God. Kirk Cousins had 509 passing yards. 500. Tampa Bay, you should be ashamed of yourselves. This is pathetic. Anyways, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. This was a really good time, all in all. You guys are all some of my favorite people in the world. On your way out, if you haven't already, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will be here Sunday night. King will not be here because he will be at Cowboys Steelers, but the rest of us hopefully will be here to watch Sunday Night Football and talk about the games that happened on the Sunday. And then after that, I'll be here on Thursday for the next Thursday Night Football watch along, Seahawks and Niners. We're going to have playoff landscaping on Tuesday. But yeah, that's the schedule on this channel. I'm going to be doing more basketball stuff on my basketball channel, Toronto Hoop Talk. I can drop a link for that channel in the chat here if you guys aren't already familiar. I also talk about basketball. But yeah, that's what it is, people. Stay tuned if you guys want to partake in more content. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had as much fun as I had giving you guys this live stream. You guys sub to this basketball channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on Sunday. You guys have a good night. It was real. Peace.